coming from the RAC store. With this back in the Mac in the back flow. Let's go, chillin' with raccoons by the back door. Take calls so you can stake more. All I wanna do is making dough, right? But I found this crew and doing alright. We Racøøn bitch, ready to fight. So many raccoons ready for the boss life. I might fly high like a kite, right? But always ready for a shite for the right price. Raccoon supply has the right price. Giving you respect if it's likewise. So I'm buying all the mean guys with the clean heart. Read between lines, laser beam through lean eyes. Larry or with clean lies, trash mouth, mean smile, be wise. NFT wise, fuck with these guys. It's the rack rap from the back lab. 100 NFTs in my backpack. Crazy rack rap from the stash app. Racøøn taking lead in this haystack. It's the rack rap from the back lab. 100 NFTs in my backpack. Crazy rack rap.
Everyone, for all you guys listening in to the first official RAC FM Spaces.
Yeah, sorry, Robo. They kind of get crazy sometimes. You gotta, be real assertive with them. Check this out. Silence! There you go. The floor is yours.
From the RAC FM official Spaces account. Guys, I'm not going to bring any intro music in today. Hopefully Finn is going to be doing that when he looks to edit it. So guys, it's the first time I'm tweeting from an official account. All right, so I'm just going to do a couple of things, right, to set this up. First time I've done it, guys, and I need to be on my account as well on the tablet. And I've got another account on the laptop as well, right? So let me just share this out. Let me get some co-hosts in. And let me share this on my account as well, my own personal account. And we'll bring Finn in as a co-host. And we'll bring Bbandz in as a co-host. So guys, I'll explain the kind of format in a moment. Let me just see if I can tweet this out. So I'm going to try and join the space from my own account, okay? So let's see if I can do this, guys. I'll just turn the volume down.
Good morning, everybody. Just give me a couple of minutes. I'm actually also waiting for my daughter to get on the bus.
No worries, Bbandz. Sorry, I was on mute there. So, guys, yeah, I just want to see if I can get logged in on my own account as well at the same time and get this shared by a DM. Simply because, guys, the RAC FM official account has only just started. There are effectively no DMs. There are no contacts. So I just want to make sure, guys, that I get this out to as many people as possible. Guys, there's 6 of you in the room. If possible, would you guys all be able to tweet this out for me? Is that okay, yeah? And I'll just get these invites sent, guys, as quickly as possible. Hopefully.
Yep, done.
Perfect, Bbandz. Thank you, darling. Yeah, guys, hopefully next time we'll have all of this set up and it'll be a lot easier. I just didn't know what it was going to be like today, you know. Right, let's see if we can get some relevant people invited. There we go. Right, Finn, I guess it's early for Finn. Finn, I did send you, bro, a co-host. All right.
Well, I think Finn has to use the other one to co-host, his
yes.
Finn Futster, and then the other one is for recording the Terra Spaces. That's what I believe, but maybe I'm wrong.
You are totally and utterly correct. There we go. Whoa. Oh, right. You can't have 2 accounts on at the same time. I don't know how Finn does it. Let's get his request in. Now he's up. Oh, he doesn't want to be a co-host.
Yeah, no, he's here.
He is. Hello, Finn, son.
Welcome to RAC FM. It's 5 a.m. We're here going to keep you company on your way to that hellhole you call work. Oh, my earbuds are falling out of my ear.
Dude, what's the audio like?
Loud and
audio.
Obnoxious, as always. On brand.
Right, shall I try turning off the Bluetooth and then you can tell me, yeah? So I'll turn off the headset because a lot of time...
those things could have been worked out.
Because he does sound different both ways.
Well, guys, the story about the headset is when I didn't use it and my audio was lovely, Rama said nobody listened to me. There were people having several arguments, right? And like I was trying to interrupt, I think it was like Seppi and someone else, and I like literally no one was listening. And Rama the next day is like, put your headset back in, you fool. Like people just talked over you, nobody could hear you. So Finn, it's the lesser of two evils, bud, isn't it, right? But we're gonna have
well, I mean, you could use the tools given to you also as a host. Instead of just yelling and steamrolling everyone, you could just mute everyone and then gently say, now, where was I?
well, that's the
But
problem.
no, you do you. People come here to expect you to like yell and shit. So like, do your thing. I'm just here to talk shit.
That's the problem, though, dude. I don't like the God complex like what Rama has with his mute button. I mean, he is over excessive on that mute button at times, and I hate to use it, dude. I really do. So, guys, very quickly, let me just explain what's happening here. I've been speaking to Finn, amongst other people, right? So why the change of format? Well, we're having a change of format, guys, because we didn't have any kind of like format or structure before. And Finn kind of made some good suggestions. And this came on the back of the 9-hour, 25-minute spaces I did on the 28th of December. So if some of you guys were listening, I know some of you were dropping in and out, right? But I think Jake didn't come in until about like 8 hours, 14 minutes into the call. And I mean, I was in no condition to be hosting at that time. So, you know, Finn's saying there's been an extreme amount of content and an extreme amount of topics, right, and drama discussed on Rack Spaces. And Finn's suggestion, which was excellent, by the way, Finn, I need to thank you for that, is to have Monday to Thursday, but not going to be scheduled every day. You know, if there's something else going on, well, I'll be doing something else, right? But the idea is to be having these drop in, drop out, open mic, discuss anything going on in the cosmos ego, like the wider world, whatever, you know, your family, your holidays, whatever you want to have a chat about, just what we've been doing for the last like 2 months. That's what Monday to Thursday is for. Friday, we're going to try to collect all of the essential like talking points from the 4 days of unrecorded spaces, and we're going to try to compress them into just a clean 2-hour show, right? And Finn used a good example when he talked about bare bones of Web3, right? And which is really correct. But that's got a really solid structure. We're not going to do that. We're going to continue the shit talking, but we're just going to try to condense all of the major talking points down into 2 hours. And guys, these calls will finish at 10 p.m. exactly my time, right? So 3 p.m. UTC, yeah, 10 Eastern. And there's a reason that's going to help Finn with his editing. He's going to be able to get this up pretty quickly, right? And we're going to try to get all of the week's kind of condensed facts down into this Friday show that people can listen to over the weekend, catch up with all. I mean, we're looking, you know, guys, we're looking for gossip. We're looking for drama. I'm not going to lie to you. It's still going to be the same Rack FM, but the idea is just not to have what we would call like an open mic. The idea is to have some topics, to stick on these topics, to talk about them, and to have a kind of small amount of panelists, so that, and also to have these panelists speak for like a shorter time, you know, not to have these like 8-minute, 9-minute diatribes that you get on these like longer spaces, yeah? If you can't get your point across in 2 minutes or what you want to say, then you're wasting people's time. We want to be punchy, we want to be current. So this is just a tester. We're going to give it, so first of all, Bbandz, thank you very much for co-hosting, darling. I hope you're well.
Yep, the kids are on the bus. I'm all set.
Superb. And you're all settled back after the holidays, yeah? You're all settled in, darling, right? Ready to get back into the grind or what?
Yes, definitely. I mean, I was slacking a little bit, but not that little bit. I still kind of kept going. That's why I needed to take a break for a day or two.
Well, congratulations to Skelly's. Absolutely smashing it right now. People should have listened to my tweet the other day, you know. You guys are killing it right now, yeah?
Yeah, the volume, they hit like a million stars in volume
That's
at
great.
Stargate, so that's pretty cool, man. And NFT Switch or something, or Twitch is like noticing it, so I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, you got dropped. I mean, we were talking about this last week, but that's really, really good. I'm really buzzing for you, yeah. So you can give us an update, Bbandz, on anything that's going on. Finn, fantastic. What's his name? He changes his name every day, doesn't he?
It's Finn Fudsington of the Fudsington clan. We're a very old family. We've been fudding for decades, and I'm just here to keep the peace and to keep you moving along on task. And yeah, should be a good show.
What's the PFP? What is that?
It's actually it's from a Cardano chain. Yes, it's a exotic chain. A lot of people don't generally frequent. Doesn't have the highest TPS, I'm told, or UTXOs, or whatever the fuck people are measuring NFT dicks by. But you know, it's got art and it's got heart, and that's what I'm here for. And
did you see that? Like, what was that exclusive NFT collection that was on Cardano or something? Ridiculous, Bbandz. Did you see that? I saw an article yesterday. It was briefly as I was doom scrolling. Cardano NFTs, like $49,000 or something, I think it was.
I don't get it, especially with the wallet. Like, I know that's like, I am trying to play with Cardano. I downloaded an Eternal wallet. I'm trying to like get into the NFT space over there, and it was a little confusing. So I got it all set up. I still have yet to go back in it, but yeah, I don't get it. I mean,
did you ever use the old school staking? You know, that shitty 5% staking thing, and you had to connect like a Yarrow wallet or whatever it's called. What's it? Yarrow?
Yeah, none of us actually care or follow Cardano. I just like the art. So I don't know. Yori is what you're talking about, though.
Yeah, that's it. The staking interface was absolutely abysmal on that thing. I just gave up.
Yeah, and the funny thing is people talk a lot of shit about them, and like they figured that shit out. And then you have like all these Cosmos Moon boys with their Keplers and their push button clicky auto state claimers, and it's like, you know, it's the same fucking thing. We're all getting rugged here. It's just who's rugging us? Is it Charles? Is it Jacob? Is it Robo? Is it Joe?
I mean, sometimes, you know, to bring myself back to reality, I go and I buy dead projects NFTs. Like, I'll be like the other day I bought Polylions. I bought a couple of those, gave one away, you know. Sometimes you just got to remember that, you know what, this could be worthless one day. You just got to remember that.
It's like a car. Like they tell you buy a brand new car, as soon as you drive it off the lot, you lost like $5,000. It's the same thing. As soon as you buy an NFT, you've lost all your money. So just enjoy the art and hope that the community is there. Hope that there's some FUD that you can participate in, because it's going to be a long winter. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but this is going to crab for at least 3 years, at least 4 years. I've got AI in my ear right now telling me at least 5 years.
We're about to talk about it, dude, tonight, aren't we? So, Bbandz and Finn, I've been like stalling, hoping that Gaines will be here. He is dropping his kid off. I don't know what's up with Rama. Rama seems to be having a quiet one, so I don't know if he's been back to work. He's taking it easy. I invited him. I messaged him earlier just to say, bro, are you free? So the idea, guys, is generally to have Bbandz, Finn, Rama, and Little Gaines, and myself. Hopefully, if and when they're free, we'll be able to get Racøøn to jump in to give us an update. If Racøøn don't manage to jump in to give us an update, but the last 5 minutes of the show, I'll just spend I'm not going to start the show off talking about Racøøn. There are so many other things to talk about. What I did think we would do, guys, and stop me if you think it's wrong, for a little bit of like a loose format. We're going to talk some like macro, whatever, kind of, not necessarily like specifically Cosmos, but like just a bit of macro, whether that's political, the stories of the day, whatever it is going on, right? and then we'll kind of try and move to Cosmos a little bit and focus on the things that we like, love, and know. Right? How about that? Does that sound all right?
Yeah, we're gonna get into politics and religion, and then we're just gonna fight for the next hour and a half. Let's go.
No religion going on, dude. No religion. Well, I tell you what. I mean, over the last couple of days, what's been the kind of biggest issue that's been going on?
Let me interrupt you real quick.
Yeah.
The lunacy community is considered a religion. So if we talk about lunacy, is that religious talk?
I've started several churches in my time, and that's definitely been one of the more prolific. I would just be careful. Keep your hands away from their mouths and shit. They're kind of bitey. You don't want to get like rabies and shit.
Oh, it's going. I can't even. In fact, you know something? I need to mute every single word to do with like Lunar or Lunar Classic. What was this one yesterday? Was it yesterday from the TFL about the wallet that they forgot about? And
don't worry about that.
I tell you what, dude. Well, we'll talk about it later. Because some stories are interesting, some stories are fucking boring. But I tell you what's pissing me off, fans. Right, I'll start with you. What's pissing me off is seeing people on crypto Twitter right now, like trying to show bullish indicators. I'm sure there's this sense of like hopium that people are selling. Like, if anyone can point me to really good positive macro indicators now, I would be like so happy, because I just looked to CryptoTank and he gives me the thumbs up or the thumbs down, and then that's how I know my macro indicators are doing. I don't even know what the fuck macro indicating means, but I know that CryptoTank knows and that he gives me the thumbs up or down. Well, the political fucking deadlock is one of them. No Speaker of the House. Fucking markets hate political uncertainty. It's one of the things they hate the fucking most, right? And I don't know how long this deadlock's going on, but man, I mean, Matt Gaetz yesterday naming Donald Trump and Lauren Boebert arguing with like Hannity. I just don't see how this is going to end unless McCarthy steps down, and he's not going to step down. He's been given so many concessions, so that's a big worry for me. Fucking Japan's going mad with the credit card, aren't they? The Bank of fucking Japan. They're just going fucking mental. Those fucking freaks doing what they want, right? They've got no control over them now. What happened? Genesis's fucking sovereign wealth fund thing with the wealth fund got closed down. What was that yesterday? 3.5 billion. DCG. I mean, you'll all have seen the open letter from Winklevoss earlier in the week, right? Fucking, if anyone can tell me anything bullish right now, I will be amazed, because this DCG thing and Barry. He's on a sinking boat. There's holes in his boat and he's using a bucket, and he's just like, there's more water coming in than the bucket can throw out. It doesn't matter how fast. I don't know what's going to happen, but that's fucking Armageddon. And I think it's going to happen, mind. And I think Justin Sun is preparing accordingly. So if anyone say that, did you say that, Bbandz? Justin Sun cashing out, yeah, off of his own chain?
Yeah. That's the Tron guy, right?
Tron,
trust the Tron guy? Do we trust the Tron guy? I mean, we never trusted the Tron guy.
No, we didn't trust him in 2017. We didn't trust him in 2018. I mean, they kind of were like, oh, that USDD thing's kind of interesting in 2020, but then nobody trusted it. And now, no, I mean, I don't personally.
Well,
I'm not a TRX soldier, so.
He just cashed out, Finn, another 50 million USDD, right? He cashed it out from Tron through Binance, put it on the Ethereum chain, and then bang, gone. So he's basically cashing out from his own fucking chain.
Well, yeah, why else would you spin up a chain if not to cash out on it? I mean, duh. It's like the last step of the cycle, right? Step 1, start a chain. Step 2, step 3 is profit. Step 4 is start the chain again.
So what about
simple kekonomics? Simple kekofuckonomics.
What about Huobi, the central exchange connection Bbandz? I mean, yesterday they stopped all of their messaging. Basically, they just like locked like how many people out of their entire system? How many employees? It's fucking going down.
You know what? Tell me what happened because I don't know. I've been reading other news, so I don't know what happened with
Because
them getting locked
literally
out.
nobody uses Huobi, so please enlighten us on what happened.
I, yeah.
There's a great thread. I'll tell you what, Arkham. See, I'm on this bloody phone, and I can't, if I go in the space for so, I'm gonna have to fix this, guys. I might have to try. I'll tell you what, I'll try through a laptop because I need to bring myself in as a speaker because all the good info is on Robo's account, you know. But Arkham, you know, Arkham, the crypto intelligence people. Have a look, Bbandz. You'll see this from.
If I go to your, is it on yours? If I go, I can link. Can I link it to the Nest? If it's, is it on your page?
5 hours ago, it's Arkham Crypto Intelligence, I'll figure out how to put stuff in the Nest in a second.
All I see are Batman videos, so I have no idea what you're talking about.
Right, so yesterday, the vast majority of the employees were locked out with no communication, right? Their Stack system, it's not Stack, but their workplace messaging system got closed down. And then there was reports come out about Justin Sun having problems, maybe like financial problems, right? And basically, he's been siphoning money out for so long. I mean, he is the guy in charge, effectively, because he kind of was involved in the rescue program of it, wasn't he? Like quite a while ago, yeah. Some things are not verified, but there are like things that are on chain, especially things like his cash outs and stuff, you know. But there was a few breaking stories yesterday about the staff being locked out of the communications. I think where is it? Oh yeah, this is one of the big ones that started it, guys, as well. A couple of days ago, apparently HR department told everybody that they'd be changing the salary from fiat currency to USDT, USDC. Apparently there was like hell on, like all hell broke loose at the exchange. And then this is after, guys, you've got to remember, like before New Year, he cancelled like all end of year bonuses. And that's when they made the announcement that the 1,200 people were going to go down to like between like 600 and 800 people. So they were going to effectively like almost half or 33%. Yeah.
Yeah, but isn't that normal bear market shit? Like your head count's too high. Like you got to cut it down or you're not going to survive. I mean, we're seeing that with little projects, big projects. We're seeing that everywhere across the board. So, I mean, that doesn't surprise me.
And AmanDAO, they're not giving their customer repayments. They pushed the customer repayments all the way till September. So,
fuck.
Yeah, and anybody that thinks they're getting repaid from Mt. Gox is I got a bridge to sell you.
Where is it lead?
Everybody's getting
to the promised land.
So no one's getting stung more than fucking Celsius, folks, right now. But
that's some bullshit. That Celsius thing. That is some bullshit with them.
Is that what people get for using trashy services? I mean, I don't want to be mean. That sucks. But like that service was garbage. Come on.
Yeah, but I'm not bullish on sex. Sex like CEX, not the other one. I'm bullish on the other one, but I'm just saying like I'm not bullish if they're gonna be, if you put your money in there and the judge can say it doesn't belong to you, it belongs to the estate, then not for me.
Very quickly, guys, before we move off, Sun has been cashing out massive large sums for ages now, for fucking
Bro,
weeks.
I'm looking at the TRX chart going back to 2017. That dude's been cashing out since 2017 when it started and was at 15 cents, 23 cents, and then immediately dipped down to 6 cents. Oh my God, this chart is like the ugliest thing I've ever seen.
Nobody knows about his actual personal fortune, though, do they? That's one of the secrets. Is apparently he's worth fucking loads, you know. Like really, I mean, if you look what he's cashed out in the last month or something, 200 million here, You know, 100 million there, 140 million there. Like the numbers are mind-boggling. I mean, he's paying 15 grand in slippage on 100 mil. I mean, on 100 mil, you don't give a fuck about 15 grand, right? But your man's like, he's that desperate to get out and get rid of it. He's paying 15k in fucking slippage. That's a lot of money, though.
Yeah, when you gotta go, you go. But I think money is also very relative. And I mean, I've been dumb and paid dumb gas fees just because it was worth it at the time. You know, I'm sure we all have. But yeah, when you get to that scale, it's like, all right, your slippage is like some of our salaries. Like, come on, like we could be a little smarter about how we're doing things.
Well, Finn, before we move on, and I'll ask Bbandz for anything, like, I know you said no one uses that centralized exchange, right? But that's not the thing. It wouldn't matter if it was like a smaller one. It is like known effectively in Asia as a bit of a brand name, right? I know the Chinese crackdown hit it a little bit, right? But in Asia, it is a bit of a brand name, right? It's looked at maybe not like the tier one, but it's certainly like up there, right? The thing is, it just casts more doubt. Let's say this exchange goes down, fucking illiquid, funds gone, blah, blah, right? Whatever. It just is another knock on the confidence. It doesn't matter about how big or how small it is compared to, say, like FTX. It's just the fact that it's happening is a fucking problem, yeah?
Yeah, so instead of people saying crypto's a scam, people are going to say crypto's a scam. So I get what you're saying. Anytime anything like that happens, regardless of if we use it or not, is bad for the whole eco.
Right, Bbandz. You up for the next story, darling?
That I'm up. I'm reading what Justin's son just did with the 20% layoff. I'm trying to catch up on what the news you were just telling me. I've just been kind of going around looking in the news, and I mean, I've seen a couple of things that are interesting, but I mean,
guess who we're doing the banking with as well.
You asked.
Guess. I forgot to mention this. Guess who?
You asked me, and then you interrupt me. All right, I got you.
No, I forgot about this. I wanted to remind you, Bbandz, because we were talking about this the other day. Guess. I bet you can guess who will be you banking with, right? Go on, you know this, don't you?
Chase, JP Morgan.
Think
PayPal.
About FTX.
Cash App.
Think about FTX.
Bank of America. Oh, wait,
so
FTX.
What? That's not a bank.
Silvergate.
Oh.
The FTX bank. Oh, yeah. I think there was like a run or something. Was it yesterday or the day before? That had like a gigantic run on the bank, Silvergate. Like the share price dropped 42%. Fucking, it's crazy.
That's
weird. So you mean
Silvergate, I think, and so was.
You mean even big companies on a bank run can't survive? That's so weird. I thought that's what they were meant to do. Weird. That is so weird, you guys.
Well, apparently there's rumors that some of the Huobi accounts, they might not have access to them. I mean, it's just a rumor. It hasn't been confirmed, but like this starts blowing shit like wide open, right? And please don't mention bank. Please don't plug the plebs, will you? They've got enough money. Sorry, Bbandz.
Edit that out with a censor beep whenever he says the B word.
Fucking wankless, Santa. Oh, that advert today made me like reach. Talk about cringing. Bbandz, darling, I was very, very sorry. I totally forgot about the Silvergate thing, and I thought it was quite important. I do apologize. Go on, darling.
I know. I was just messing with you when I say that. I was just because it actually kind of was a good thing. I mean, honestly, the only thing that I think we're all tired of hearing about the Three Arrows Capital and FTX and the conspiracy and shit. But I mean, like, they're still bringing it up. And you saw that that they served them with papers on Instagram because haven't been able to get Suzu and the 3 Hours Capital, and then they finally they were tweeting and stuff like that, and then they got a tweet of their when you get served with papers. Did you guys see that?
They just attached that shit to the tweet. That's amazing.
With the deposition, yeah.
And then it said like, oh, you've also received an email, so we have the information here. You know, if you'd like to know, it's in your email as well. Dirt. Shouldn't have said anything. Should have just kept your mouth shut.
Yeah, that's how people get fished. They're going to click that link, and then all the keys are gone. And then, sorry, I can't pay taxes because I had a boating accident.
Well, they've been taking the piss, haven't they, on their fucking yachts in Dubai, loving it, aye, and acting like plebs every single time I see either Kyle or Zoo tweeting. I have it like I get a bit of like sick in the back of my throat. You know when you get that feeling? It's disgusting. Like
that's called plebcosis. You get it when there's a lot of like pleb shit happening. I get it too, like right in the back of my throat there, and it's like it's hard to describe. It's plebcosis is the medical term.
Plebcosis. Oh my god! Guess who's joined us? I mean, he's been busy, guys, seeing his daughter off to school. Little Gaines has come in. I've sent him an invite. He might want to give us
bring him up because I gotta go downstairs and get my caffeine and everything now that the show is going.
Well, matey, the thing is that, you know, we're going to have like a core kind of thing of like panelists sort of thing, yeah? Because there is actually a lot of like quite important stuff. There's loads of stuff happening in Cosmos, right? Loads of fucking drama over there with Commonwealth, fucking Evmos, fucking loads of shit. But yeah, mate, go and get your coffee then if you've just got out of bed. No, Bbandz and I will we can crack on. We'll find out if Mr. Gaines is going to come up. So yeah, Bbandz, before we start getting onto Cosmos, because fucking hell, I can't even handle the drama over there. There's that much of it, no?
I mean, I had taken a little drama break for a couple days. So if you guys want to kind of keep me up, you know, get me up to date with what's going on, and then I'll get back into the Cosmos drama. I just needed to take a little break. It was a lot. It's tiring. It's tiring.
It's too much to talk about. Also, you just sent me a message, no way, of the JPEG copies, yeah? Oh my God. Is this for real? How funny is this? So that was the Supreme Court of Singapore, yeah?
It's pretty funny.
Oh,
and they're like brilliant. A little note. It's also in your email, so. Oh
my God. And they did this over Instagram, yeah?
Yeah. No, Twitter. I think this was Twitter.
Oh, okay. Oh, no, I thought you said that they sent them over Instagram, though.
Oh, I said Instagram, but my bad. I made a mistake. I meant to say Twitter. Okay. I apologize.
Brilliant. They'll never see a day in jail, though. Fucking Dubai's not extraditing like anybody, are they? Like Dubai will accept anyone that's got money. They're like China now.
Yeah, that's like the Citadel over there. That's going to be like the pinnacle of everything. But maybe I'm wrong. But if they keep accepting everybody can go over there freely, no problem, then.
Well, Caroline didn't make it, did she? Fuck, that's been some shit this week, Bbandz. Wow, when I saw the video yesterday of that Dan, the lawyer, you know, we were talking about the FTX lawyer, the guy that was the lawyer for the poker firms that robbed all of money and everything, right? The real, like, bad guy, yeah.
Yeah, he was like the one that would bring people to court, but they would always settle. They would just yes, I remember.
What's really, really weird, right, is that Caroline is cooperating. I mean, what she's told the judge, right, outright or whatever, right, is crazy. I mean, she's totally and utterly just like immediately caved and said, yeah, I know we did wrong, right? Gary Wang is 100% cooperating, right? So basically, Gary Wang and Caroline have just absolutely turned on Sam. Now, to the extent of what they've done, Caroline probably more than Gary Wang, but I don't know because he's being accused of like the back door or whatever, right? But they're talking about like Caroline might be able to get like a home arrest sentence or something, right? Like 3 years, you know, 18 months home arrest, rest on parole or whatever, right? They're kind of like play this up. But I found out yesterday that the lawyer is cooperating, but he's not being charged. And then this is really weird. And there was some fucked up things yesterday. I'll tell you what I'll do, guys, because I will be able to comment, right? I should be able to jump in here and comment. So I'm going to go and get I'll grab the YouTube link very quickly, and I'll grab the Spaces.
If you have issues with putting stuff in the nest, you can just send it to me in DM, and I'll set it up for you. Because you said you're on a tablet or something, and you're trying to...
Did you not hear the echo earlier? What I did is, right, really weird. I turned down the volume on the tablet, so there was no sound, right?
Did you mute it?
It is muted, yeah, it's muted. So all sounds off, yeah, correct, yeah.
And it still did feedback on you?
And it did feedback. It was really weird. Really weird. I could totally hear the voice. I think you can't put audio. You can't put audio through the laptop, right? Like the Twitter Spaces doesn't do audio through the laptop, yeah?
Like if I were to go on to a Twitter Spaces using Space Skellies from my laptop, I wouldn't be able to talk, but you would see the Space Skellies. And then, and so I don't hear it. I mute the, it doesn't play the audio because on the actual tab itself, I mute the audio just on that tab, not for the whole thing.
Okay. Yeah, Dan Frenberg, right? If anybody needs to look at it, yeah. The account it's on, Bbandz, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to quickly tag you now. So if I tag you, Bbandz, you know what it's for, right?
Yeah.
As we're talking about something. Right, guys, we'll put this up in the nest, yeah? There was a Spaces yesterday. If you want a bit like inside information, a bit more knowledge, right, on the track, want to know what's going on, the spicy stuff, yeah? Get on this space or get a bookmark. It's only an hour and 23. They're doing them twice a week, right? And I think he replied, didn't he? Did he reply with the YouTube video? I think he did. Right, okay. I'll go to his page, yeah. Basically, the lawyer threatened these with jail way back in the day, right? In I think it was May or something or whatever it was when the terror crash was going on. The guy's name is Hussein Faraj. Hussein Faraj. You want to go and listen to this? I mean, it's called the ultimate rat of rats. But just listening to how this guy has in the background just been the fucking slyest dog in the world, literally. And I thought this a few weeks ago when I heard some stuff. It appears that it's all the lawyers doing. This fucking bait and switch thing that he was doing and the co-mingling and all that. Guys that were doing this with, the poker funds. This guy is a fraudster. A long-term fraudster who hides behind being a lawyer. If you go to the Spaces, right, on the guy's... yeah, I'll find the notification from it, right? I'll put it up here. The YouTube video, guys, is actually quite incriminating. It seems to be because he's being left alone. There's going to be a group of people going after him. This is what I gather from what I'm picking up from a few things, yeah. Because he's kind of he looks like he's got someone on the inside. He is someone on the inside. On the inside. There's something going on. Yeah, I've got it, right? Let me put
wow, your voice sounds really clear and nice.
One moment, Bbandz. What? You could...
Right? Do you hear that, Finn? Doesn't that sound nice?
No way.
Or is it
it's night and day. We just need to get Uncle.
What is...
We just need to fix this tech.
Wait.
Whatever you did right now, you need to always sound like this. It sounds so nice.
What do you mean? Like this?
Don't tell him that.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Hallelujah. Talk to me, Poppy.
Talk to me, Poppy. Hey, if you look below Bbandz, you'll see the YouTube link. You can put it up in the nest doll if that's okay. I will figure this shit out quickly. This is just the first episode, but this is not over. All I'm saying is, with this FTX stuff, with this lawyer stuff, it's fascinating because he is a dirtbag. He is a confirmed, effective, criminal, and he has been doing this for a very, very, very long time. So,
but how bad do you gotta fuck up to get your lawyer to go snitch? Like, they're literally there to make sure that shit doesn't happen to you. And here he is just like completely cooperate. Like, you either fucked up bad in some previous life and you're paying back some karma or something. I don't know. But like, to have a lawyer do that to you, like that just blows my mind. I better call Saul or something.
Well, dude, you couldn't be more right there. The weird thing is, I don't know if you were listening when you went for your coffee, but Caroline's being charged. She's cooperating to get a lesser sentence. Gary Wang's cooperating to get a lesser sentence. This guy hasn't been charged, and he's helping out. He hasn't been charged. It's fucking mad.
You know what he wants. He's trying to make a name, and he wants that top seat, that top spot. What is the thing all lawyers aspire to be, to get to have that top spot? What's it called? I forget. President? He's trying to become president, and this is going to be the thing he uses.
You know, I think this isn't this, you know, it just kind of this doesn't have to do with crypto, but it does have to do with lawyers. And you know that guy that, I don't know if you guys heard about the Ohio killings or whatever, where the guy went and killed all those like 5 people in the house, and they were all like college students, and then like was a criminal. He's like investigating how to be, you know, he's learning how to be a criminal, you know, criminal psychology and all that stuff. And then he went and committed this crime. And I'm just saying, like, all of these lawyers are trying to get on his case. He has like 5 pro bono lawyers that just want to make a name for themselves. And it's like, I don't know, it's just crazy. But they'll do for, you know, to get where they want to get.
Ever since OJ, we put them up on the pedestal, and they went out from being like not servants, but like a service to the public and to the people, to becoming like, yeah, this like Godhead figure of like, oh, you are the last word in law, and you will be the one that decides whether, you know, you do jail forever or live a normal life. And yeah, that shit's whack.
Well, I know that had nothing to do with crypto, and my bad. So I do have something super funny that I just want to, if you guys are okay, can I switch the subject? I had tagged on top about the Goobers NFT. The NFT founder, he used investor funds to fuel his crypto casino addiction and like lost all of it.
Oh, that was amazing. That was amazing. Did you see his open letter? Bbandz, did you see is that the guy that wrote the open letter? Like, I'm so sorry. Is that the guy the other day? Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I read the open letter. I just think it's. He wrote, "I'm sorry." So that's.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah. This is it. Oh my God! Right. The original tweet. Right. Did you see the fucking cope in the comments from people? They're like, "Oh, I hope you get better soon. Don't worry. Take care." I'd be like, you fucking pleb.
People only know how to pleb one way sometimes. And I don't know if like that's their fault or the parents' fault or whoever's fault, failure of the buddy system, whatever you want to call it. But it's shitty to see it come out on such a permanent medium like this. Because like once you're a pleb on the internet, you're a pleb forever. Like that shit doesn't go away.
Dude, I think Zach XBT, you know, that Zach guy, I think he even like tweeted or commented or something, and he's like, look at the fucking state of the comments on there. Honest to God, I was like, he's just robbed you. Like, he's just robbed you, and you're talking like this. Guys, I'm going to stop the show. He might be busy, right? I've just given him a minute to, you know, gauge the room, and then I'm just going to ask RAC, and I did say this at the beginning, guys, for anyone who wasn't at the beginning of the show, I said it's RAC FM, but I'm not going to, like, you know, start it off by just talking about RAC. We're going to welcome speakers up, yeah. We're going to talk about some kind of macro, global shit or whatever's important before we get to Cosmos. And if RAC haven't joined us for the Friday show, you know, guys, I would do a couple of minutes at the end and give people an update. So I've invited RAC up. It might be a bit too early. He might want to come in, you know, 10 or 15 minutes, but there's an invite there, right? So I just wanted to highlight, Moll, if you want to come up, you're welcome. I know not a massive deal has been happening, but I know there's been some, changes in direction, different L1s, but he's here. So not to interrupt, guys, but I value Mol's time incredibly well, and we prefer him to dev rather than talk on Spaces. So hello, Mol. Happy New Year, brother.
Yeah, Happy New Year, guys. How's it going?
Happy New Year. It's going good. It's going good.
Yeah, man, we're trying the new format tonight, Mol. We're trying to be, not necessarily a bit more professional, but a bit more targeted with the content that we're going to push out in over a 2-hour period,
I can't wait to see that. Our professional is going to be for 2 hours, man.
Yeah, me too. I've been waiting here for 45 minutes now, and I'm still waiting to see it. So soon, I'm told.
Oh, tell you what. Hey, you can take the fucking...
Don't be a little stinky fella. Don't be a
know.
little stinky fella, Finn. Come on, man. This is going well. This is going well for number one, right? No?
Yeah, no, this is exactly what I expected. I thought it was amusing because he got all hyped about like new format, and he's just like doing a regular space. I love it. I knew what to expect. So.
Look, dude, you even said to me, Finn, like, not so serious though. Like, we have to keep the flavor of the whole thing. If we're going to do the unrecorded ones, like during the week or even during like a daytime, if for the culture's like suspended right now, yeah. So, I might put them on during the afternoon to speak to like the Americans at night, We're just going to try to gather, collate information, and then hopefully we've got some good gossip drama for the end of the week. Right, so Racøøn, the Chihuahua game, everyone seems to be happy. Bbandz has been loving, playing for the ball, yeah. Staking that ball, getting that bone, right? We've all been loving it, yeah. It's been a success. And I know you guys have been looking at some other L1s, but we have encountered problems in regards to the KYC side of things. And your community supports you no matter what. Mol, do you want to give us like a 2-minute update on the Racøøn project?
Yeah, sure, man. I think you've did a great summary, but like we said a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago, it's like we were looking for grants because it's a bit harder to get money than we expected, which does make sense. And then we started applying for some grants onto layer ones, and basically like the gate that stops us is basically being KYC. Like, we wouldn't care to be KYC if it wasn't like from the nature of the project, which is a casino. So in many jurisdiction, it's forbidden. Let's say you cannot like have a casino, but we're working on it. Like, I think speaking with the attorneys and stuff, if like everything is owned by a DAO, I think it would be possible. But still, there's a lot of development to be made there. But yeah, I mean, it would be so much easier if we could just be docs, man. There wouldn't be any problem with the gambling and stuff like that, but we'll see. But still, man, I can say we started deploying some stuff on different L1 just to explore, and yeah, that's the goal, man. I wish like by summer we would be on maybe 2 to 3 other chains, but yeah, that's the goal.
Right. So, Mol, you don't have to say this publicly. Are there any indications of maybe the next couple of chains that you think might be worthwhile deploying on, that you will be able to deploy on?
Yeah, I mean, the easiest one would be like those that are customizing. Like, I don't know when Archway are going to open the door, or maybe Kujira, because now their testnet is like permissionless. Back in the days, it wasn't permissionless. So I wonder like how difficult it is to actually launch on their mainnet. But I think these would be like the 2 first target. And the other one, which is a bit different, would be Near, because they have like a block time of 1 second, which is kind of fast, and they're gonna enable IBC, I guess, at some point. They're already working on it. So I think these are 3 pretty nice L1, but we'll see, man. Things change so fast. It's hard to say like where we're gonna be in like 3 months. So,
well,
now I would be remiss of my FUD buddy PFP here if I didn't inquire as to your thoughts on perhaps launching a dice game on Cardano. What do you think about that?
I think that it's a fantastic idea. And then you can tie it in with the wallet, even make it more difficult for people to figure out stuff. I think it's fantastic. You can set up a little collateral pool, make sure you slide that dongle over, and then you have to reconnect your page when you're trying to swap on the J. It'll be fantastic. I love it.
It's gonna be easy.
I think I'm the only one here that actually figured out how to use it, which is I'm patting myself on the back for that.
Wait, which wallet? Did you do the Eternal wallet?
Yes, but see, I started
God damn it.
from a Yori wallet, so I had to upgrade and go through some extra steps. But you know what? I'm okay with following instructions as long as it don't get me rugged.
No, listen, I'm following instructions. I just don't understand this whole like collateral thing. There's something I'm supposed to do with the collateral on
Yeah,
here.
see,
So
when I saw that, I just clicked the button, I said yes, and then it just worked. So I didn't even read it. I'm a blind clicker. That's what they call
I do
me.
that too. So maybe I did it for myself. I'll have to check.
You might have already provided collateral. You don't know.
Well, free alpha, and I've never even told Mol this, right, guys? I did receive a DM from inside Kujira's senior management, right? I'm not going to say where from. I'm just going to say from within the senior management, I got a DM to say, we promise you we will make raccoons happen. Do not worry about that. Like, I know they're very busy with some other things, but trust me, raccoon is right on their radar. They want raccoon on there. It's going to happen. Just things have got to take a bit of time. That's all it is, isn't it, Mal? Yeah. Everything takes time.
They had to first shoot down wrecked bets so that now there's room for raccoon. So I understand. Shit takes time to shoot down dumb ideas.
Well, all you've got to do is horse spaces where you can showcase the truth, where nearly 4,000 people tune in. And these L1s are going to come knocking on your door and say, thanks, buddy. You've took the heat off us. What can we do for you? Why not? Mal, let's get back down to business while we've got you, dude. Because I know it's early morning for you. And I know you know this, but I want the public, I want them to hear it from you. We are desperate to at least get back inside of one block. I did hear you mention earlier about the 1 second block times and stuff. And I think somebody yesterday asked about Say Network, I think. Did I say that? Somebody asked you guys about Say Network because they're about to launch, right, with their half a second block time, which I don't know if that's too fast for you guys, right? But first question, Mol, is what's happening with this two block time transaction thing? Because obviously we all know it affects the dopamine hit, and that's what we've got to get back, right? Do you want to give us an update on that first, and then I'll ask about other things with block time?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, the thing with for sure, in the end, you're always gonna have to have two transactions. But we're working like this one transaction thing. It's basically how it works is you just have to make sure that within your first transaction, you're not gonna change any state. And the state is basically how much do you have in your wallet or what's happening in the smart contract. So if in the first transaction, you are just able to tell the player or the wallet or anything at the end of its transaction, you always receive a message. You're going to have your transaction hash, and sometimes you can add any message. So the way to solve this would just be that you're just going to play and you're going to see your reward increase in the front end. And then at the end, when you stop playing, then you can just claim your rewards, and that's it. That's the best way to counter any a one block attack and stuff like that. Is just to make sure you don't change anything on the blockchain, but you just keep tracking the front end of what's happening with your games. So that's the best solution, and I think that it's one of the reasons why usually other casinos basically go with Web2. You have to deposit and you play and you withdraw money, whereas now everything's going to be on-chain, but you have to claim at the end. And for the thing that you discuss about the Say network and stuff like that is, it would make sense to actually go on Say network because it's 0.5 second block time or 1 second, I don't remember. But imagine you put a lot of effort. Let's say you don't get a grant, and then you put a lot of effort, you deploy stuff. It takes 2, 3, 4 months, and then there's no one on this chain. So whereas if you go on the chain, there's 500,000 transactions a day. I think there's a higher potential there, I guess. So that's what we're debating. Because I wonder how many people there going to be on Say. That's a good question.
Right. It seems like the capitulation and whatnot, like there's less and less volume to go around. And then the more you divide that into multiple other chains, that's even less. And like you could have the fastest block time, but if no one's using it, if your blocks are empty, who gives a shit, you know?
Exactly, man. And to be honest, we explored like different blockchain, and we explored a bit like the internet computer, ICP. And it's a bit of an hassle, like you guys were discussing about with Cardano. Like Cardano, I just remember Sunday Swap just trying to do stuff, and it was an hassle. And it's the same thing with ICP. It's extremely fast, but I don't know, man. It's too complicated. Like if you want,
you know what I'm surprised, and maybe BSC was this for a while, but like nobody spun up an actual L1 just made for degen gambling games, like fast time, you know, design the chain in a way that is conducive to the gaming that people are trying to build like that.
Yeah. Did you ever play on BSC? There was this game, it was Bbandz. They had like their token, which is called Skill. Basically, it was like a play to earn, like you have like your armor and you have like your character and stuff like that. At the end of the day, man, it was costing so much money just for transaction, but still it was working. And you had to have like one transaction for every fight that you have. But when it goes to casinos and stuff like that, like Robo said, like if you're going to wait 6 seconds to know if you won or not, man, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, the psychology is all off when that happens. I never played Blades. I played Crusaders of Crypto, which was like a dungeon exploring game, and the NFTs were monsters, and like you could build dungeons and PvP them with other people, that kind of shit. But all of the on-chain stuff was done at the end of the round. It wasn't done as you're walking, because obviously you can't like open a treasure box, sign a transaction, you know, like it doesn't work. Every time you kill a monster, you're not going to be signing a fucking transaction. It's just it removes the yourself from the gameplay. It just doesn't make it fun. But they got around that by just doing all of that shit at the end of the dungeon. Like, you know, at the end of a Nintendo game, it tallies up your score kind of thing. Your pause, you're waiting, just taking bong hits. You know, that it was that sort of flow. But that worked pretty well.
Yeah, exactly. But the only issue with these things, like it's much better for users' perspective. But man, there were so many scams that happened. Like, I don't know, man, I spent too much time on BSC, I guess, where people just add like their play to earn. And then exactly like you said, you do everything like whatever you want. And at the end, you just have your transaction to claim your rewards and stuff. But the thing is, like people, what they used to do is that they have their tokens and they just create like the owners or like people, the dev on the project, they just withdraw money without even playing the game. So that's one of the issues when you make it that way. Anyway, man,
yeah, and then everybody copies that contract, and then everybody has that capability in it. It was a mess for sure.
Can I? Oh no, Mol. I was just going to say then. Can I quickly? And we did talk about this, Finn, keeping stuff on topic. Mol, there was a big announcement yesterday. I think I tagged you, did I? From Sega, yeah. So, dude, I mean, we've been talking about RAAS for like 6-7 months, right? Racøøn as a service. They're launching RAAS as roll-ups as a service, right? I mean, we all thought, and someone made a really good comment today about listening to the first ever community call when somebody mentioned about this. And they actually said on the community call, oh, you know, we might do something. Like they said, are you competition for Celestia? And they were like, oh, no, blah, blah, blah. We might do something with them in the future. And then obviously they announced it yesterday, which was quite a big thing because I've been calling Sega like this, like pseudo L0, where projects will be able to build on effectively, like almost like your own like L1 roll-up kind of thing, right? Dude, this changes the landscape of what we've been talking about for a long time now, Mol. Are you guys going to have a look into it? Did you have a look into it?
No, we haven't looked into it that much. Like the only moment we looked into it is when you dropped some documentation about Celestia, but Saga, we just like read the thing you tagged us in, but we didn't push it further. So maybe, I don't know if you know about this, but I was going to ask, like, if you're going to have like many roll-ups and stuff like that, how easy is it going to be to go from, like, at the end of the day, it's only going to be apps, but is it easy to go from from one roll up to another one? Like there's no hassle like IBC, right?
No. The stacks are gonna have full like interoperability and bridgeless. It's effectively bridgeless, isn't it? It doesn't work via like standard bridges.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I understood it. Because man, like that's the thing I'm thinking about. Like when you explore stuff, like man, it's just too long to transfer from this chain, let's say, to Juno to Secret and stuff like that. Man, I wish it was just one transaction. You just do it and that's it. And I feel like that's what Celestia is going to bring. Like it's going to be huge if it works, actually.
Fuck, sorry, Mol, I was getting rugged there. Am I still here or what? Jesus, I was getting rugged to death.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, that's okay. Mol, regardless of anything, we're talking about these like KYC issues, blah, blah, right? Like wherever we're going to look, like it is going to be like Racøøn is going to have to be a roll-up residing somewhere, right? Like the roll-up setup is far easier to deploy upon, except like if we face facts, people have been talking about when Racøøn chain, it will be we talked about this a while ago, it'll be the stupidest thing for Racøøn to build a chain using SDK, right? And go through all that hassle of having to like host everything, their own storage, right? Like literally it's the fuck, I've been saying this, the L1 app chains, man. That thesis is going to die off with what you're seeing with things like Sega. These are like saying we're going to go and use their tech, their consensus mechanism with, they've changed the name now. Or what's it called? Is it Rollmint? Rollmint. It was called OptiMint before. You remember OptiMint, Mol, that we were looking into? They changed the name again, for fuck's sake. I don't know why they did that. Rollmint is the one that they're going to use with Cosmwasm. But all I'm saying is, anyway, we'll quickly move on. But the tech is advancing exponentially. The people that keep up with it, keep their eye on it, like devs, like you guys and that. These are the guys that are going to succeed, Determining your own block times. Imagine that, Mol. Picking your block times.
Yeah, because I feel like I'm gonna go back to gaming again, but like if you want to compete, like blockchain want to compete with actual games and stuff like that, it needs to be fast and like you don't even realize it. Like when blockchain is going to be very good is when you don't even realize that you're on a blockchain. Like everything happens like in the back end and that's it. There's now signing transaction every 6 seconds, even 2 seconds. Man, I don't know. It breaks the spirit, I feel like, so.
Can I ask you, Mol, for something like the slots or something, right? I don't think it applies to like the dice because you want to see that dice get laid on the table quickly, but there has to be a certain amount of time, I think, for that slot to pull, like in real life, for you to see the reels like spin. Like, okay, the slots was the biggest dopamine hit, like by far, that I got from any game. And the dice started it. The dice was cool, but the real hit came with the slots where I was just like, oh, so addictive. Like I could spend like just an hour, bang, 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 right? But like you wouldn't want that to go in like half a second. Don't you with something like slots, you need that time for those reels to like spin around before the result comes in.
But that's all that's UI tricks, right? That's kind of employing the same thing Apple did early on to give their operating system the illusion of being super fluid. Like they were doing a lot of like UI tricks to make it feel like when I'm swiping, things are happening when really nothing's happening, but the UI is making you think something's happening. It's just a lot of stuff like that goes into the psychology of these flows and everything. It's really hard to crack for sure.
But does that impact like, right, okay. So like Mol, does that impact the on-chain thesis that you guys like have, no?
Not really, but I totally, like I would say what Finn said is exactly what happens. Like even if, like I think if you reach like 1 second or 2 second block time, I think there's not even going to be a problem because at the end of the day, it's going to be front end. Because like when you're going to play, let's say slot, like right now it's a very MVP slot. Like you only have 3 real and that's it. Whereas like the classic slot, you have like, let's say 4 by 4, 4 by 5. And then I don't know if you ever played, but like when you play, you're going to see a result of one thing and some block are going to break, is going to be another result coming down. But this thing, man, like Finn said, like these results are already known in advance. You know it, but it's just about the display. You think it's going to be fast, but you already have the results, but it's just a matter of displaying it. So I think when you get to like a 2-second block time, I don't think there's going to be an issue. Maybe 1 second for the slot I'm speaking. But yeah, it's only a matter of front end, and if it looks cool and people enjoy it. It's psychology, I think.
Okay, I get you.
The trick is getting the block time to be the lowest common denominator, because then once you get that low, the front end can mimic anything else. But if you're waiting for the block time, then you can't really do anything. I mean, you can make like rollers and dials and stuff that make people think something's happening while they're waiting for that block to happen. But like it's ideally you have the short block time, and then you build the UI around it to take advantage of that, because that's the lowest common denominator.
I get you, bro. And Maul, while we've got you, the last thing, game production. Now, I know you guys have been through a lot. I'll talk to you privately about White Whale the other night, and the fact that they've had like complete like radio silence since the exploit. But game production moving forward, Maul, is there anything on the horizon, or are we just off season at the minute and doing some background work?
Yeah, it's mostly background work, and it doesn't look like it, but the Wawa game with the NFTs and stuff, it's one good thing that we explore is basically like for the NFTs related, because like we said a bit earlier, I think it was back in summer last year, is when you're going to play on the platform, you're going to be represented as an NFT, and that's the end goal of the thing. Like you're going to have your NFTs going to represent you when you play games and stuff like that. So this was some background work, like let's say back-end work with this game. Otherwise, we've been exploring like new games, and the thing that we worked on most is a bit like what Finn said, is basically on the front end. Because at the end of the day, is if the user doesn't enjoy playing the game, even if your back end is pretty cool, like if the front end is shit, no one's going to play it. So I guess it's a bit a mix of both.
No, mate, I'm just happy that you're creating foundations. I don't think anybody can argue against that. Bbandz, you are our little gamer extraordinaire, etc., etc. Bbandz, have you got any feedback on the Chihuahua thing from your point of view? Is there anything that you've enjoyed or you would change?
I enjoy the it's kind of giving you something to do, so I don't know if I would change anything, because it's just something to do. It's a slow period right now, everything isn't popping off, in the market, so kind of going in and giving myself something to do has been nice. And then forgetting that I have bone to collect, and collecting the bone has been really nice too, because I didn't know that I had to collect some bone. So while you guys were talking, I was like, did a couple spins collecting some bone, brought my Chihuahua back to see how many balls I got. So I kind of like it.
She's got Rambo.
She's
got Rambo.
I like the discussion we were having about whether or not to reopen the mint. I think now that people have gotten exposed to the game and how it works, they might want to mint a couple more dogs. I know I would if I had the chance. I don't know if that's something possible, but it's definitely been an extra thing to, like, instead of now hitting my daily on the slots, I go play fetch with my fucking dogs. Oh, this sounds so stupid. And then I bury my dogs. But yeah, I think it's just like another thing to do there, which I think is cool. And it's helping another chain. I noticed there's been a lot of discussion about Juno needs a meme coin to save it. I wasn't really giving a shit about Wawa before, but now I kind of still don't give a shit, but it's something fun to do. So,
okay.
Is it Squid here?
Mol, I got a bit of, he's come up eventually, but Mol, quick one for you. I heard you say you were thinking about dropping the price of the re-roll. Do you think that maybe the price of the re-roll put people off a little bit or not?
Yeah, because I remember I looked at the reroll. I think there was only like 15 reroll, so it's nothing. So this is one of the things that we're going to change when we do, like, let's say chapter 2, season 2. And the other thing we were thinking about, because right now, when you're selling your bone for Wawa, if you wait, well, you can wait forever because it's only linked to the number of bone that everyone actually sold that will change the price, because the last price is going to be for one bone, you get 1.8 Wawa, which is like 3 times what was the price at the beginning. So we were thinking, like, should we put something random? So we put a pool, or maybe what we could do is that at the beginning, the price is very high. So when you're collecting, you just want to sell very, very fast. And then at the end, you're going to you can sell for maybe lower. So we're thinking like, we would change the reroll price. That's for sure that it was too expensive. We would change it, and also change like when you sell your bone and stuff. Because I remember, I think it was Chris maybe that said that with his guard dog, I think he made like 500, like $500,000 a bone, which does make sense. Because when we calculated it, when you get the guard dog, I think you're supposed to do times 2.5, house dog maybe 1.5, and the street dog, it's very hard because if you don't play it well and you don't wait until the end, you're going to do minus 50%. But if you play it well, you can do like a 1.25. So it's only a matter like how patient are you and stuff like that. But yeah, I think we should decrease the reroll price.
Is it right? Was it 200,000 bone for the reroll, right?
Yeah, it's way too expensive.
And I think you were saying, though, it's like only whatever it was, I don't know, 15 euros or whatever, right? But I don't think it was about that. I think it was about the amount of bone that people were collecting, like that ratio to what people were. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe if it was like, I don't know, 50K or 75K, maybe you might have had a lot more re-rolls. And then that bone would have been burnt. Is that right? Would that have pushed the price up of Huahua? The ratio against Huahua?
No, so basically there's nothing burned. Like everything will stay in the contract forever, and then bone will die there. So that was the goal. Like we didn't want to make it like, because the way when we designed it, we were like, man, it's things go fast in crypto, and when you get bored of something, it's just gonna last like a week or two, and that's it. You get over it. So that's how we saw it. So we're like, it's gonna happen for 10 days, and then after that, you're gonna have your NFTs, and then when you have these NFTs, it's gonna be, you can like do some stuff in other seasons, but season 1 is gonna be done. Bone is dead, ball is dead, and it's gonna be different for the next one.
Can't.
Do you think the reroll thing was so low because people just didn't understand it? And I'm just speaking from personal experience. I haven't touched the reroll thing because I look at it and I'm like, I have no fucking idea what to do here. I start seeing these big numbers. I'm like, I don't know what Huahua's worth, first of all. So I don't know what bone is worth in comparison. So I haven't sold any of that shit. I've just been like burying it. But I also haven't touched the rerolls because I just, it's too complicated at first.
Yeah. So to be honest, like if you don't have a house or a guard dog, to actually have enough ball and then bone to reroll, it's not worth it. That's for sure. But
wait a minute.
Hold on. Wait a minute. So what you're saying it's not worth it because I have a street dog? So I'm just some peasant on the street. It's not worth it.
Street dogs won the race.
I only got a street dog.
Oh, street dogs won the race. I've only got street dogs. I minted 3 street dogs in a row. I was so pissed off on 3 separate wallets. And Marty is going mad. Marty had a guard dog on steroids and he didn't win. He's really fucking upset.
Yeah, so basically the race, like, it's even if you have a guard, house, or street dogs, all going to be the same. Like for the race, like this rarity doesn't change anything. Like the only thing that matters actually, like you play fetch and it's going to increase your stats to actually win, and that's it. But what I was referring to is like the only thing you want to reroll is actually a street dog. But if you don't have like a guard dog that brings back a lot of bone, then it's not worth to actually reroll. But the only way that would have been worth it is if you bought bone at the beginning. So yeah, I guess that's a good first like season. Then people are gonna understand it. We're gonna change it a bit, and yeah, I think it's gonna be nice.
Well, I bought shitloads of bone at the beginning, mate. Like I was like, fuck this. So like, even though I only got street dogs, I got the bone. But I will say this: every day I've played fetch, right? And I know it's a probability thing. I have only had a 1.25x. So what was the multiplier, the probability random multiplier on the fetch thing? Was it up to like 2x or something? What was that again? I've only had 1.25. That's the only extra ball I ever fucking got, Mol.
Yeah, so it's not bad because the average, let's say you're playing like 1,000 game, your average is going to be 1.12 if I remember correctly, so a 12% extra. but you only have like 1.5% to actually get a 200x, not a 200x, but a 2x, 200%. But on average, it's supposed to be between 10 and 15%. So 1.25 is actually pretty good.
Okay, and have you got any wallet information before we move on, dude? Because Gaines is here and we need to welcome him, even though he's late. Have you got any wallet information for us? I mean, I don't care if it's like 20 wallets or 30. That's not the point. Do we know how many unique wallets either took part in the mint or have? Well, you've got to take part in the mint to play. So do we have that? Because it's not like secret. You can monitor the NFTs, right, on Huahua.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty low, to be honest. Like, at the end of the day, only like 250 or 260 NFTs sold, and I think there was 100 people. So it's not many people. And to give you some stat to actually do a comparison, yeah, I don't know if you guys remember, there was like a swap that opened on Huahua. Pretty sure no one actually heard about it, but there was like 400 people that got robbed in this swap. So I feel like on Huahua, maybe there's 400, 500 people that are active users. So yeah, it's rough.
Well,
yeah, it's not a super active chain. And then to bring people in, I think a lot of the activity came from people wanting to like mint these things. I mean, that's why I own some now, was just to mint the dogs so I could play fetch with y'all.
Correct. They've brought users to Huahua. This is entirely correct. Like, you know, even if like, let's say like 80 of those users were new, like that's new, you know, 80 new people who are on Huahua with like some form of capital. He's been waiting a long time, guys. I've made him wait. Little Stinky, a.k.a. LiLSquid, a.k.a. Little Medellin. Hello, hombre. Where's my friend? I haven't spoken to Gaines in days. You know, I'm missing him.
Hey, what's up, guys? What's up? Robo, please check your DM. CryptoCito said that you haven't replied to him on getting on the show, the RAC FM show special. So please reply to his DM. And good morning, Bbandz. Good morning, Mole and Finn. Hope you guys are doing good.
Good morning.
Have you been enjoying the show? Have you been enjoying the show, bro?
I'm still waiting for the part where you said you'd get serious and shit, but I mean, I got another 10 minutes. Is that almost time or what?
Everyone's shitting on. I think Bbandz is like the only person who hasn't shit on the RAC FM official Spaces account right now.
Well, here's the thing though. I did ask if like you could give me some like subject matter so I didn't come up in here with my usual fuckery. I did send that message. I got receipts.
What time are we going to invite?
Make
Jimmy
sure
over?
you tell me what we're talking about so I don't come in here with my nonsense.
Sam, I only scheduled this last night when Bbandz sent the artwork. Like literally, I was just going to wait until we had some branding and then like I was like, it's Friday tomorrow. Fuck it, let's go. I'm back to work. Like I was back to work today. Yeah, I had an unexpected 2 hours to do, and then I had 2 hours to do Vital 7. Like, listen, next week it'll be a lot better. I'll ensure that I'll be able to put my own stuff in the nest. I'm not going to have to tag you. Apparently, this audio is okay.
Hey, listen, I don't mind helping you out. Like if you're in mid thought and you need help, I'm here to help you, man.
Thanks, darling. You're a gem, mind. I tell you what, Bbandz, since I met you, you're indefinitely top 5. Fucking Gaines at the minute's down to like number 9 or something right now. I don't know what's going on with your man. Gaines, do you want to talk to Maul? You haven't spoke for a while, I think. Have you got any questions for Maul or Bbandz or Finn or anyone?
Are you still dragging your feet with getting off of Juno and getting off of Huahua, maybe branching out to other ecos, or what's going on?
No, it's been the holidays. We've been drinking beers, and that's it.
Exactly. I knew it. Nothing has changed. I love it. I fucking love it. I'm just fucking with you, Mo. I know you guys are working hard, but I played fetch with my dog twice. How often are you guys playing fetch? You guys playing fetch like every fucking day? Wasting all your
every 24 hours. Every minute it drops.
The minute it drops.
You fucked up, Gaines, man. You fucked up. It's every day, man. Otherwise, you're not gonna.
I fucking know, Mo. I've been so busy, bro, with work and shit. I've been taking a quick break from spaces, and sometimes you just get overwhelmed listening to Robo speak about nonsense constantly about drama and stuff. You need a break. You fucking need a break. And who else are we having on the RAC FM Spaces? Is it just going to be this boomer? Or are we going to have maybe like Rarma? Are we going to have other people?
Excuse me.
Huh?
I'm going to mute everyone in a minute. I'm going to mute you. I'm telling you. Don't. We've been, mate, 1.5 hours we've been going uber like professional, like spitting facts, updating the community. We haven't even got into Cosmos yet. So it's a fucking good time for you to arrive because there are many things, guys, if I'm right. There's the Commonwealth, Commonwealth is an absolute retarded piece of shit. And apparently everyone's going to avoid it. There's some Evmos shit going on with freedom of speech. I hear Jacob ran a space yesterday. I don't want to fucking listen, especially if it's him and Rama and Bendy talking for fucking however long they talked for, right? So Don's launched a proposal. Oh, we had the Juno community call. And there is a medium. Some of you have seen it. It's not finished. The source there with a blame for this. I'd be ready to publish if they had sorted their shit out. But the wrecked gang, Finn, dragging their fucking heels, right? Still waiting for the medium account access to be able to publish this. We had the community call. Let's start there with Juno, because Juno's our main focus. We can go to Evmos and Cosmos governance after, not that I want to, but yeah. Finn, we'll go to you first, and then we'll get to Gaines, and then we'll work up to the best. Finn, what did you take from this community call? Anything or fucking nothing? What excited you?
Well, what excited me is that there's some competition finally for all of this slush fund money that's just getting thrown around all willy-nilly. What I'd like to see is the spirit of Juno get in there and get past and start making some real content. That's what I'd like to see. But for now, it is what it is.
What did you think about? What did you think about Rect V coming in and challenging Highlander like in front of everyone? And V was given the thumbs down, and then Highlander invited him to speak when V's given the thumbs down. I'm like, this is not happening. This.
And then V's like, oh shit, I actually have to like say something rather than pontificate my emotions via emojis. Shit. But no, it's
wait,
good.
hold on.
It's
this is that Juno community call. Is that what we're talking about right now? I'm getting confused.
Course.
I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because Jacob was like, he disagreed with me when I said that we should all be working together.
Oh, Joseph.
Joseph, yes. He was the guy that was interviewed by Don Plutonium, right? Yeah. I was like, excuse me, sir. Highly offended.
He's one of the biggest
everyone's
plebs
allowed their opinions.
Bbandz is one of the biggest plebs I've ever met.
How can we? Okay, listen. V was so funny after he said that. V's like, look what being serious. How far being serious has gotten you. You have to be a little funny. You have to have a little fun because it's not nobody's gonna want to listen.
He came on a. Well, I talked about this last week, but he came on a For the Culture Spaces once, and he was talking about like Jules and how they were just the biggest rug ever. And honestly, I thought he was going to like kill himself like live online. He was like, I can't go through any more rugs like this. If it happens to me once again, I'm going to end it all. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck is wrong with you? Then I find I didn't even know he's right.
Wait, who said
Joseph?
that?
Joseph. When he bought like 4 jaws, we groomed him. He bought like 4 jaws at the top or something. No, the wonder he's down horrendous.
Oh, it's not fun when you're the exit liquidity, is it? Oh, my, how the turns are tabled. Interesting. Imagine that times 100 now. And that's how everyone holding your bullshit raw feels. So enjoy that feeling.
Oh, my God.
One of the funniest things. Gaines, did you listen to it? Wait, did you hear when Highlander's like, oh, this e-commerce and everything, right? And he's like, have you got a featured page or something? And then he's like, oh, I've got these Juno Fortune cookies I need to offload. What on earth is your man doing with Juno Fortune? Who the fuck signed off on Juno Fortune cookies? Can someone please stop the madness today?
I think that was bait, and I think you took it hook, line, and sinker.
No, he has. You don't know. He was giving them out.
Because if that's legit, if that's legit, we got bigger problems than we thought.
Can you know?
Hey guys, I just want to make sure. Do you eat raw? So they eat raw and you get wind, right? Is that what happens? Because they're kind of like taking over the raw DAO. Am I confused? Because I was like, I'm imagining like a meme with like a raw burger, and then like after you finish eating the raw burger, you like
eat a
fart
little
out
bit of
some
that
wind.
raw ass and get a little bit of that winded smell. But
You eat raw, you break wind. Break wind. There we go.
I missed a space. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Can you guys put in the nest or something? I mean, somebody do their fucking job, please.
What? Wait a minute. The Juno community call. The Juno community call that I've been tweeting about for like 3 days, you did not listen to, Gaines. Come on, brother.
Bro.
Gaines, don't feel bad, bro. I edited the thing and I still didn't listen to it, so I'm there with you.
All right. Terra Spaces, right? I can go to terraspaces.com.
Oh, Gaines.
Yeah, let's see.
Gaines,
Yeah.
guess who came in? Guess who came in? Your man, not your woman. Your man from Hot and Cold Showers. Oh my God, what a fucking car crash.
Cool. Sorry. Who hosted it?
Dude, listen, this is what we learned, right? I'm not going to lie to you. I listened back about 4 times for the Medium article. This is what I got, right, from Hot and Cold Showers. Your man's from Turkey. I learned that. I'm glad. Last time I only learned where your woman went to uni. I didn't even know where she was from. Now I know her name. Because your man came on and went, oh, I'm sorry, Sarah's sick. I was thinking, fucking get in. Result, we might get some fucking data, some information on what's happening here. No such luck. He's like, yeah, well, we've got this hot DEX and we've got this cold DEX. And the hot DEX is for trading tokens and the cold DEX is for trading liquidity pool tokens. See you later, Jake. Bye-bye. Gaines, that was it. I was in fucking shock, dude. I didn't even, I'm supposed to be putting this in a Medium.
What? Are you kidding me?
Nah.
Oh.
Nah. Ask
But
Dave.
bro, didn't tell you it's going to be in their white paper? I remember the first call they discussed, they were like, yeah, it's going to be in the white paper. It's going to be in the white paper. Like, just answer one question at least.
Oh, bro, it got better. It got better. You know, Highlander, who is like literally, guys, I'm going to say this on a recorded space right now. He is the worst fucking Spaces host in history. He just wants to literally, the minute someone finishes talking, he's going to move straight on to someone else. Oh, thanks for that, Jake. What's your ideas, Jack? He's got nothing.
No way.
Got no. Oh, he's got. Oh, hi. Oh, dude. Wait.
No, he's just trying to facilitate conversation. Sometimes we're there and we're like, okay, so let's just go to the next person, you know, kind of like a teacher. They're just trying to like let everybody think.
Wait.
But not really a teacher. Excuse me? Like a substitute teacher. Sorry.
Oh.
Hello.
Hello, Amanda.
Hello. I still think it's rather funny that the Comms SubDAO doesn't even host their own spaces.
No spaces, plebs. And they have to get Juno to promote it for them. Rec News, like look at Rec News' follower count and look at the Comms DAO follower account.
There's only 2. They follow
God.
2 people, right? Or like 10 or whatever it is. It's embarrassing.
The communications only follows 2 people. Yeah. So how are they going to find out what the community is communicating about?
I don't know. It's an absolute joke.
So, guys, listen to this.
I'm highly offended by that. I'm sorry.
Guys, listen to this. Hot and Cold finished, and like Jake was like, okay, that sounds cool. If you listen to Jake's voice, you've got to go back and you've got to listen to this, right? I think it's about 40 minutes in or whatever. And he's like, okay, that's cool. Okay, so you got a DEX for LP tokens. Okay, I get that. And then he said something about the white paper. And Highlander's like, oh, yeah, mate, you've got a lot of docs. Yeah, mate, I'll pin it up in the top. And when I put, like, he's like, oh, yeah, everybody go and read the docs. Like, what's the point in having a space if you're just going to redirect people to documentation? That's not what we're here for. None of us have touched.
It's called providing receipts. No?
Oh, my God. Oh, my. What the fuck is that project? No one. Can anyone tell me how this works? None of you know.
So you have the hot side. right? And that's where you trade tokens. And then we took it a step further, and we have cold side. That's where you trade tokens, but they're different tokens. You know, I feel like if Kuji would have just open sourced their shit, we could have avoided a lot of this nonsense.
But apparently they offer insurance as well. I don't know where the fucking insurance comes into it because no one's connected like the dots for me. I have absolutely no idea who the fuck is running this project. Typical Juno, really, isn't it? What else happened? NetADAO. I have to tell you, like, guys, who listened to the NetADAO guy? I thought he was a bit plebtastic. Like, not that I want to cast aspersions, but I was like, what the fuck is NetADAO? What are you trying to do? He rambled on him like, what a load of shit he talked.
You know what's amazing? I don't mean to backtrack, but I just found the docs for Hot and Cold on their Git book. And like the first thing you see, why? What is the biggest problem of the world's financial system? You guys, they're going to solve the biggest problem of the world's financial system. So I don't see why you guys are making fun of them. This is big brain shit here.
They probably literally wrote their entire code with Chat GPT or whatever you call that thing. You guys still use that thing? Is that thing still running or no?
Oh yeah, it writes all my scripts. It wrote this.
Listen. Sorry. There's a YouTuber that he's like, make $5,000 a month with Chat GPT. I was like, what the fuck?
Mind, I've been loving it, me. It's fucking helping me so fucking much. Like, I just do the example prompt and I'm like, write this fucking email. It's unbelievable. Like I can write like a 6-paragraph, 7-paragraph like email in like fucking 2.5, 3 seconds. And it's amazing if you give it structure, guys. Like literally if you give it like bullet points and tell it to use the bullet points as paragraphs. Fuck, man, you can create. I've actually just, because I'm talking to my mum a lot at the minute. My mum's like going on 71, yeah, this year. I've been getting her into it. And the Dolly one as well. Is it? Oh, Dolly, sorry. For the kid, like the young nephew, you know, to get him to make his own pictures. She's fucking loving it, man. My mum's absolutely loving it. It's writing her letters and shit for her.
Is your nephew going to drop a NFT collection soon or what?
He probably can do a better job than fucking 937 collections on Stargaze, couldn't he? Couldn't do any fucking worse, right?
Hey, there's 1 million stars volume, bro. Come on.
Aye, on Skelly's alone. Did you see, guys, that Stargaze announced there's 1,000 projects, not even a year, and there's that's 3 projects a day. And people wonder why the liquidity is fucking spread as far as it is. Fucking Stargaze, man.
Yeah, quality and quantity. I mean, you know, can't necessarily have both all the time.
Speaking about quality.
And if you want... Oh, please, speak about quality.
Speaking about quality, we're launching a NFT collection called the Adora NFT Squids. You guys know what I'm talking about?
Oh, my... The only reason you've come up to talk. The only fucking reason he's come up to talk.
He said we. That's interesting. Who is we, please?
No.
Fruit the boot.
I might just not say we. I'll just say Shroot. Shroot is launching an NFT collection. The Adora NFT collection. Only available on Stargaze at 200 stars. That's all I got.
It's about time Shroot got some liquidity back. That poor dude's been rugged every which way from Sunday. So I got 200 stars for him. Poor kid.
There's an option too to mint it for more than the minimum mint amount. So it's 200 for the minimum mint, but you can actually just give him an extra tip if you want to. You can mint it at 500, 1,000 stars.
And does that increase the rarity potential, or what does paying more do?
That's a great idea. Finn.
Next time.
You didn't have Finn. You didn't have Finn on your marketing team, no? You didn't have Finn on your marketing
Not
team.
yet.
Is it down horrendous?
He tried. I wrote a number down. He wrote a number down, and they were just way too different. So we had to go our separate ways.
Exactly.
And the whole Yumi thing, I just, I didn't understand.
Not yet. Yeah, like Finn was saying, he gave me a number. I gave him a number. We just couldn't make it work. But when we suck all the liquidity from everybody, then we can start talking again. Okay, Finn? I promise.
Wow,
Meet in the middle, baby.
guys.
Hey, when you
I've
guys
got
get a chance. Oops, sorry. I
Go
didn't
on,
mean to
Ban.
interrupt.
Go on, Ban.
On the top, if you could please take a look at a meme provided by Brosco. It's very poignant, and I think it's pretty funny.
Now, Mole, while we got you up here, I'm noticing Hot Cold has something called the Flower Accelerator Program. Have you applied for a grant from the Hot Cold Flower Accelerator Program?
Yeah, so we applied to it, and basically the first thing we're gonna release is you're gonna have a dice. It's gonna be hot, and then it's gonna be on fire, and then you're gonna have another dice. It's gonna be ice, so it's gonna be harder. But yeah, we're gonna have a grant for this. It's gonna be released on Juno soon. You can see it in the white paper.
Coming soon.
In the white paper. Oh, guys, look at this, right? I was just about to say, there's 20 minutes of the spaces left, and we have been joined by the very tardy and very famous or infamous Juno Sauce SubDAO. Juno Sauce SubDAO, we have just been discussing the community call. Welcome up, brother. Fellow DAO member. Fellow multi-sig member.
Oh, brother.
Are you there? Oh, what? Hello, Juno Sauce?
Yeah.
Oh, he's busy, I think.
Hey, can you hear
They
me?
usually won't speak. They won't speak unless it's only DAO members on the speaker panel. It's a safety thing. So everyone
Wait,
that's not a DAO
there's-
member has to step down.
I'm not going nowhere, so.
Can you hear me?
Hello, brother.
Oh, there we go.
Yes.
Should we make a vote on who's gonna speak or something? I think we should cast our vote.
Yeah, I
and
think
then someone's gonna
you
speak.
got to get a prop going, get it on Agora. We'll see if we can get enough votes for them to speak.
Can you guys get some funding to get a new Wi-Fi router or something? I don't know if he's got a good connection.
Can you get some funding for taking out the treasury? We've got like $8 in there or something, haven't we? Oh, he's reconnecting. Oh, I told these guys we were kicking off at 8 o'clock, and you know what? They said basically, guys, can you put Sauce SubDAO in the title? So what did I do? I put Sauce SubDAO in the title like the good guy I am, and they couldn't even be here. Look, RAC FM official. I don't know who muted there. That wasn't me.
That was me. I was trying to talk, and then I hit my bad. Mm-hmm.
I hate when that happens. It happens to me all the time, doll. RAC FM official spaces in conjunction, you know, joined together, right? That's what conjunction means, yeah? With Juno Sauce SubDAO. We are blessed that we have 18 minutes of their time. Hello, Juno Sauce.
Hey, how you doing? GM. Can you hear me now?
Did you just wake up? Because I mean, it's not that early. We're on the same time zone. I know that for sure.
Yeah, no. I was in
Just
a
saying.
call before that. You know, doing saucy things. And now I joined this call. What are you guys talking about?
We have Sauce coming. The Racøøn Institute of Sauce has been producing some sauce. Get ready, bro. It's coming.
Yeah, how's that newsletter coming along?
How's the Medium account coming along? You don't need me to publish it on my Medium. We need the Juno Sauce Medium, the articles ready to go, bro.
Oh, okay. I like Twitter threads. Let's get that done today as well for the Medium.
Your boss is speaking, Robo. You better listen up.
Fuck off, Gaines.
Yeah, take notes.
There are no bosses in the Juno Sauce SubDAO. Everybody's their own boss. It's, you know, anybody can join at any time.
That's what all the best bosses say all the time. There's no boss. I'm not your boss. I'm your leader, not your boss.
Don't mind Gaines. Guys, listen, he's in a bad mood at the minute.
right? He's going through a very stressful time. He loves us all. He doesn't mean it. He's just trying to vent. That's all it is. Gaines, we're here for you, but not on Friday's show. All right, but Friday is the professional show. Sauce SubDAO, he's been doing overtime lately, poor Brasco, but I believe that Brasco has a meme ready soon to drop that you might like. It's a very, I think Bbandz has had a preview. I don't know if she's happy about it or not. She's in the meme, you see. Bbandz.
Listen, I don't know about them eyes.
Oh, Brasco. She said, she DM'd me, Brasco.
Because why does the only female in there have to have crazy eyes? I'm just saying.
So Brasco's up as a listener, guys, right? He's probably working, yeah. Brasco, all I want to say is I just DM Bbandz to say, have a look at this. It's going to go out soon. What do you think? And dude, she's like, what's Brasco got against me? She thinks Brasco's going after Bbandz. Oh my dears, God almighty. Wait till you see this, Gaines. Never mind the crying emoji.
Hey, we have 15 minutes left. Remember, keep it professional. 15 minutes, guys. Let's go.
Yeah, okay, so the newsletter, we're going to publish that on Medium because Robo wants to, but I'll take bits and pieces and put that on Twitter as well. I think they'll get more engagement that way.
Right, okay. I'll tell you what then. The minute I finish this call, I'm just going to do a Twitter thread. That's it, right? I agree. Yeah, let's fuck Medium off.
Let's stay on Twitter. There we go.
So question about not being diversified. What happens if you put all your content on one account and that account gets killed? Where does that content then go? Oh, right, it gets killed also. So maybe think about spreading it out. Maybe think about doing what I said to do. Start your own little platform, publish shit there, then link to it on your Twitter posts.
How about you do a Twitter like TLDL, right? Too long didn't listen. You do a Twitter thread TLDL, but then you back it up on Medium. You see, the Medium can go on 1 or 2 days later. And you don't have to publish the Medium because it's already been published on Twitter. The Medium is just there as the backup, yeah?
I'd like to see a Mastodon post linked in a Twitter thread that's embedded in a YouTube video that we then also embed in a WordPress website somewhere using Akash. Are we still sponsored by Akash? Using Akash. Maybe not Akash.
Why, you guys don't want to go on AWS? It sounds like, I mean, everybody else is. 69% of Ethereum nodes are run on them. Why not? Hi.
Well, see, my validators all run AWS, and I like to keep my validation and my content creation on separate platforms, just in case.
So, very quickly, I don't want to spoil anything over like this tweet or the Juno community call. This is recorded, so when people are listening back, they can go back and listen. If we move outside of Juno, because we are trying to keep the time limit and, we might be a couple of minutes over. There were 2 Cosmos things primarily that I did want to bring up so people can listen. This is the, I believe, Don Kryptonium has put a proposal up. I haven't looked into it much. I just saw a couple of random tweets today. So Don apparently now he's moved from like validating into like core governance now. There's obviously no end to this man's talents. I'm shocked every day, yeah. He's got like 35 hours in every day, right? So he's now heavily embedded in governance, right? And apparently Evmos. I don't know what the fuck is going on Evmos. So who does know? Gaines, have you been in or out of the picture over the last couple of days, Gaines?
All I've heard was people are upset about the props that are being put up on Evmos, but I have not had time to review them, nor do I. Yeah, I just don't have the bandwidth. Don't have the bandwidth right now, guys.
don't care. Yeah, I understand, mate. Lots of people don't care about Evmos, even though it had like, what, a 20% pump or something at the day. We'll dive into Don first. Bbandz, have you been following that? I believe Don's put is it an open source proposal on Cosmos, is that right? That all funding must be open source? Is that what it is? I don't know. I'm asking you guys. I didn't have time to look today.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I know he's been pumping out content like crazy, so I have been trying to catch up. I didn't know about his little proposal thing, so my bad.
Well, we've just been joined by another governance expert. Mr. Tank has joined the room. Tank, you've been listening, bro. We've been keeping our show nice, lighty, fruity today. Do you know anything about Don? Have you got any info for us?
I'm anything but a governance expert. What's going on, my friends? I watched it. I saw it. Yeah, he put up that prop that everything needs to be open source. I don't know, man. I'll be honest with you. I don't know if I entirely agree with it. I mean, I agree about some things that need to be open source, but
it's a weird hill to die on, right?
It is. It's like, I don't know if I want to dive on that grenade, man. I'm just like, you know what I mean? It's one of those things where it's like Gain said, like I saw that and my bandwidth was like, no, I'm gonna ignore that grenade and let it go off.
Fair play. We all know where he said deposits coming from.
I can see both sides of this. I think it's stupid to have to like say in a governance thing to waste this time to be like, okay, it's in a fucking proposal now that you have to be open source to get funding. It just seems like a dumb thing to even have to waste time on. Like, builders are going to build. At the end of the day, when it's done, yeah, if your chain is dealing with money and shit, it should probably be fucking open source. But while you're building it in a fucking sea full of snakes and grifters, exactly. Yep. Don't look at my fucking shit. Quit looking at my paper and cheating, because that's all this is. So it's just weird. I don't care also.
I mean, it really is that, though. I mean, because you look around and everybody's just recycling other stuff or cheating off other people's papers that they, produce. And while they're producing it, I agree with you 100%. And I'm not going to repeat it. That's 100% my whole thing about it.
Unless the paper is not worth copying. So there's only one Juno Sauce SubDAO, as far as I know.
Yeah, because nobody else has as much time to sit on this thing as you do, bud.
You know what I noticed? I noticed if you don't pay people, they don't really work. Not gonna say I'm not surprised, but I'm happy, Robo. You've been great, but like I think we have like 4 other members I haven't seen for a while. Anyways. Everybody's welcome. Everybody that wants to be part of Juno Sauce and not work, work for free, we accept them. Please help us.
But dude, I promised you guys that I didn't come alone. That when I came with the RAC pack. The like crabs or like herpes or something I can't get rid of, right? And the thing is, like, we've already had like, I don't know, like 3 memes or something from the main production facility. So, like, they need me to host spaces when they're at work. I'm writing this medium that I'm now going to copy and paste over into a massive giga Twitter thread. Thank you very much, dude. But, like, we spur each other on, raccoons. We have a good work ethic, and I think that might be the difference. I'm not too sure about the work on Rec Gang. I don't know about that,
When you got Robo, not only did you get Robo just hanging out and not doing shit, but he came with like 5 or 6 of us that are just here to hang out and not do shit. So it's a whole group effort to slack and make it look this good.
Man,
I'm here for it.
Take notes.
Go ahead, Bbandz.
I was just saying I'm here for it. So
yeah,
let's go.
I think we're so similar, in our laziness, but our willingness as well.
You've changed a lot, Robo, since you joined.
Are you
guys?
wait? Is the Juno Sauce I know. Wait, hold on. Is the Juno Sauce having like meetings and stuff like that I don't know about?
No.
Like, are you guys having like spaces and stuff like that? Because like I kind of feel like there's something that everybody else knows except for me.
No,
so.
you know everything, man. It's all in that little chat that we have in the Discord.
Okay, I just want to make sure that I'm not being left out. You know.
No.
Wait a minute. What little chat? Wait a minute. This is not the Discord.
But you are.
And
Sorry, Robo. 10 people. Not enough space for you.
Oh, you're right. You're going to all fuck off then, right? I'll tell you what. Watch. If that's the case, because that Juno Discord channel, that Juno Discord channel you put me in is absolute dog shit. There's nobody fucking in there. Berserker, I even messaged like saying, dude, I've DM'd you. Still no reply. None of you are even using that channel. Berserker's only in there for a sympathy vote for me. You just need to kick some. If I'm going to be producing, one of those 10 needs to be kicked out.
I'm looking at the list right now. I don't know, man. Somebody else is going to have to make the execs. Oh, yeah. Berserker is the group owner. He's the one that created this chat. So just know who created the chat. He's going to have to make the exec.
You want this newsletter, you're going to have to kick someone out and invite me to the proper chat. I'm bringing an army of raccoons. I'm telling you. If you've
I went
got
in there looking for the faucet, and I still didn't get what I needed, so fuck that Discord.
What do you mean you didn't get the faucet? The faucet is called faucet. There's literally the channel's name is what you're looking for.
Did someone say faucet? Free token
wait,
faucet?
before we move on from the faucet, I think there's a good... I wanted to talk about something. Did you see the Cosmos proposal, Prop 94, on interchain NFTs? They're asking for $200,000. Well, I guess 20K Atom. And it's to incentivize testnet for interchain NFTs.
So is this going to compete with ARC protocol?
Robo, can you mute your mic?
Or should we fund them both?
I'm a little confused because they mention ARC protocol. So I don't know if they're friends. And I don't understand why you need 200K to incentivize a testnet for NFT tech that will be used by about 1,000 people, maybe 2,000 if we're lucky. So I think, I'm very confused about this. It's new, but they have some cool people on it, and they have Shane, and they have, all these people from Stargaze as well, and these big brands. So I don't know.
Yeah, it looks like ICF, Iris, Gravity Bridge, Stargaze, ARC, and many community teams like the RACs and the Sauce.
Yeah, they didn't reach out to us. But anyways, I'm a little confused about this. Like, it seems it's quite heavy in terms of incentivization and how much money they're throwing at this for what we're getting, which is testnet NFTs. They're not even on mainnet, right? But it's cool. Anyways, that's kind of why you probably
people seem
right? Why would those ARC NFTs, right?
Yeah, but why would they? So they want funds to mint NFTs on the testnet? I mean, why? Why? Like,
they want you to play.
I'm sorry, it doesn't.
Testnet. They want you to play on the testnet and I don't know, bridge your NFTs.
Okay,
but the issue is the tech isn't interesting enough to play unless you're getting incentivized to play. So you have to pay to play. Okay.
So basically, so Levano, they had everyone playing on testnet with their little game thing, but their game was fun to get people to, use the blockchain and do things on testnet.
Yeah, and it wasn't incentivized, was it? And look how Levana ended up. And what happened to Levana? Exactly.
Bad things, okay? Bad things.
Those wounds are still fresh. You can hear it in her sarcasm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God. It hurts so much. Every time I hear Levana, it's literally like an open wound and everyone's just pouring like alcohol and salt mixed together, just like right on it.
Robo getting rugged. Well,
Finn, you had to go there. Wait, no, Gaines has come up to speak there, but Gaines, you had to rub the salt in. You knew that Levana thing. You've heard bands cry on several spaces, dude. That's uncalled for, Finn.
Bro, chill out. It wasn't even me. What are you talking about?
I'm talking to Finn. It was Finn saying about Lavana there, making Bbandz cry again. Finn,
Finn, I forgive you. It's okay. Sometimes, you know,
I
sometimes
appreciate
you need to
the
rip
forgiveness.
Sometimes you just got to
You
rip
brought
the
it up
Band-Aid off.
first. We'll roll back to the clip where you bring it up first.
But I call you Fud. I meant to say Finn.
Mr. Fudsington is fine. You know, whatever.
I cannot believe this pleb wants me to put this in a Twitter thread. Oh my God. I'm only like 7 tweets in. How many characters? 240.
Bro, how long have you been working with this technology?
Dude.
You don't put the whole fucking article in the thread. Otherwise, people aren't going to go to the article. Oh my God. Can somebody teach this pleb how to use the internet, please? How to use Web 2?
Highlighting, but I'm copy and pasting chunks that I want to put in, and it's like, oh my God, the paragraph separation is a nightmare anyway.
Because Twitter's not made for the...
I'll do it. You know why? I'll do it for one reason and one reason only.
Because your boss told you to?
Oh, I advocate for slave labor. There you go. I've said it. I like the cheap coffee. I don't like to pay those big bucks for the free fucking, you know, the what's it called?
Oh, Tank's got his hand up.
He has.
I just wanted to let you guys know that I just bought 1,000 Juno for something coming up soon. Just want to let you guys know. Just bought myself 1,000 Juno, so something's coming up soon. That
You better be talking about that marble game that you shafted us out of on Thursday. Don't think
Wrong
I forgot.
Wrong
You got
token.
rugged.
The Adora NFTs are on Stargaze, bro.
He talking about
I got enough of those. I got enough of that. I've got enough of that for sure. I'm talking about 1,000 Juno for something else, though.
It's Tank.
It better be for marbles. That's all it better be for. I'm just saying.
He's going to incentivize.
Marbles funding on the side.
Is that for Tank's? Is that for Tank's deposit? Is it?
For the community's deposit.
Yes, that's
it's
your
a hot, cold pool. It's a hot, cold pool, isn't it?
Hasn't a prop just gone up on Commonwealth for 75 grand? And they're saying if we don't get it, we're not going to build it because it's a side project. So Cesar, what they called Cesar DAO, are offering to build all sorts for Juno, but 75 grand up front. Just gone up on Commonwealth, right? Today, is that today or last night? Yeah.
Did it really? I don't know. I gotta go look at that. I didn't know.
Oh yeah, you know what they called CZ.
I think it's
they did forecast.
Yeah.
Which is a copy of what Traders was trying to do, which is a copy of what. Yeah, it's an interesting idea.
Yeah,
it's on Facebook, so I thought their UI is kind of cool though. So I'm very curious what would happen there. But imagine, man, 75,000 Juno, 7,500,000 Juno, man, and that's a lot of money. I mean, maybe Juno's going to be 1 cent, but who knows?
Maybe Racøøn should make it real quick and front run him and be like, "Here, we'll do it for 50." Oh, it's already done.
Why is there so much feedback with Robo's mic?
I think he's probably laying down or something. Are you trying to lay down and get cozy?
Told me to put the headset.
Trying to get the rope around his neck properly. It's hard with the headphones on.
Right, I'm putting the headset back on. Right.
No. I like your voice now. No.
No, headset's going on. No.
Leave it normal. Leave it the way it's been, please.
No, because you're saying it's got a bad sound when other people don't
It's good. It's good. No, the other one's worse. It's screaming. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the headset is what. I don't know what type of headset. It's a gaming headset. Is it earbuds?
If this all works out and if we get some positive feedback and it's just been a bit of fun, but we've tried to condense a lot of 5 days of info or whatever, it's probably going to go live. I think that's the end game plan, Finn. The Friday show, YouTube or Twitch, maybe edited, I don't know, or live, whatever might work the best, no?
Yeah, just reach into your pocket of YouTube, Twitch streamers and pick one. I'm just the audio guy, so.
Dude, Rom has been talking about this for ages, man, and Gaines has just been getting a new setup as well. There's no reason why we can't do this like live on a screen, man. It's going to be even a better laugh. It's been decent tonight. The banter's been good. Oh, wait a minute. Gaines, 4 minutes past the time limit. I'm sorry, Gaines.
Bro, really? You're making us feel really weird right now. Just let it run. Let the fucking space go. Let it go, bro. Let it go.
Let it be free.
Is Gaines, can you tell me, is RAC FM in the room with you right now or not? Anyway, before we get sidetracked, wait, what the fuck is going on with Evmos? I don't own any of that pleb coin. I don't care about this EVM piece of shit that's going to die in the next 6 to 8 months. But what the fuck? Can anyone update me on what's actually happening with, obviously Jacob called a space an emergency one, so no doubt there's some semi-serious kind of drama if he's sniffing around. We mentioned that quickly, Finn, earlier. Tank, Gaines, Gaines doesn't know anything. AmanDAO.
So this is interesting. There's a proposal on chain for Evmos number 99 about
no
Evmos chain.
Decisions.
That is so weird. Why are you? Oh my god.
Wait, which proposal 99? Now I'm gonna go look.
Yeah, and
no
it says the Evmos chain shall pass only decisions that are not criminal according to criminal law. By the criminal law, we understand the criminal code covered by international law, federal law, EU law, and the laws of the country, states, and the lands that have jurisdiction over the Evmos token holders. What the fuck? What about if we're pirates and we live in international waters? Then what? Yeah, your coin is shit.
The author.
What is the
Christian
purpose of this?
From the volunteer for the Laurel Project. Efforts performed for the Interchain Pact Office. What? I love how everybody's like, veto. Veto.
Evmos is pretty messed up right now. Is it Evmos governance? Is it in the dumpster on fire?
Yeah, it looks like this thing called the Laurel Project has been taking over. They volunteered for Tarsus for developing a good portion of the Evmos chain tech and some Ethermint coding. They're also asked the Evmos community if their efforts will be accepted in perpetuity as volunteering or if they will be paid as retroactive public goods funding. What the fuck? Yeah, I don't fuck with Evmos. I barely fuck with governance. This is retarded.
I'm here on their LinkedIn at the Laurel Project. They got their little LinkedIn. This is weird.
I think I get it now. Tricky was talking about these proposals going up and saying that they're gonna put another prop to increase the minimum amount for each prop. How much is it right now on Evmos? Does anybody know?
So these are just spam proposals just because it's such a low barrier to entry to toss one up.
Yeah,
hey
that's
guys,
what I'm thinking.
I'm not understanding. I'm reading their about, and I don't understand this. It says we use blockchain technology and other Web3 tools to ensure immutability and protocol decentralization. The Laurel protocol tackles continuous voting, proof creation, new mechanisms of game theory, focus on incentivizing generosity, distributing computing issues. I just feel like they're just using a lot of big words. Maybe my smooth brain doesn't understand. It just does not sound right.
Missed the most important one about standing around the campfire singing fucking Kumbaya while having a fucking circle jerk. I think they missed that one, right?
No, that was Prop 64. It got rejected.
Because it was closed source.
Due to closed source. Oh my god.
Evmos, man. Who's pumping Evmos today? What did it do? At nearly 20% or something? I need to look at some charts. I looked at Evmos and I'm like, someone's taking the piss here. There must have been no volume and someone's come in and just bought a load or something.
Yeah, it's up 10% in the last 24.
So do they have a lawyer that is going to be reviewing to make sure that decisions are not criminal?
Is it Gus? Is this Gus?
What the fuck is this?
That's all sides, Gus.
Gus.
Oh my god.
I hope not.
The deposit for this prop is 192 Evmos. That's only what 100? What? Not even $100?
You should put a prop up. Put a prop up to feed all the hungry raccoons. We'll all vote for it.
Can nobody remember AmanDAO when it launched? And I think it was zero. I don't know if it was 0.1 or 0.05, like to put a prop up or something. And like literally there was about like 25, 30 props on the first day. Dudes were like, oh, every member of the AmanDAO should like eat a sandwich for lunchtime and shit like that. I'm not fucking joking. That was, you can go and look at these props, like it's so fucking bad, man. I think you can find them.
That's our history. That's good. We're gonna look back on that and have a good chuckle about how fucking stupid and how much time we wasted on dumb fucking shit.
AmanDAO, I remember covering them way back earlier on. Do you guys remember reading their white paper and how they actually had like drugs in their fucking white paper, like images of pills and drugs and shit in it? Do you remember that?
The only thing I remember from them, and I don't even know if that was their DAO, but one of them like fucked up their quorum or something, and there wasn't enough people like active to fix it. Was that okay? Yeah, that's all I remember about them.
Yeah, I forget. I remember covering it. I had a video of it or something like that, and people were asking my opinion about it. And so we covered the white paper. And I remember because, they were doing something of the sorts of like you could physically get something, blah, 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 blah. And in their white paper, like it just looked like they were going to be using that shipping to like smuggle drugs because they literally had pictures of like a white powdery substance with a pill and money next to it. And I was like, bro, that's why
so
the
sketch.
fuck would you ever put that on your white paper, bro? Like even not even having to word anything. They could just put that picture on there. And I was like, what?
Yeah, that's super sketch.
Oh my!
At least they're doing it in your face and not creating like 3 new tokens for you to like dump your liquidity into so that they can, try to get you to buy NFTs and stuff. At least they're in your face like, hey, this is what we're doing with your money. Getting some blow, maybe gambling a little bit.
The cocaine token, the heroin token. You can pick whichever you'd like to buy and we'll rug you on both.
No, the crazy eyes. Why did you put that up there?
Oh my God, guys. Go to the nest. Guys, go to the nest. SauceDAO, this meme is for you, dude, to share. So Juno Sauce SubDAO, do your fucking job, pleb. Get that meme. Oh my God, here's Michael. Oh, Michael's up as a speaker as well. Michael from Laconic. Oh, that's quite cool. Juno Sauce Berserker, get that. Hey, Finn, look at that meme. Look at the fucking girl's face. Look what it is.
For a girl, man, I'm packing some serious heat. Did you guys see my pants? I got the biggest one out of all y'all.
Oh yeah.
Wait, look at the skull with the fucking chilies in its eyes on the fucking cow, man.
All I want to say is that I hope the aliens that gave us this technology come back and see all of the amazing work we've done with it, and I hope they're proud of us.
Oh, they will be stoked with this, no? Mol.
Your shirt is the only one untucked. What the fuck, Bbandz? Bbandz is ready.
I can't tuck my shirt in. It'd have been too much for you guys. So I was like, nah, let me just make sure you guys don't feel intimidated by this big one, okay?
Bbandz thinks Brasco's out together now because he's done now with Dancing with the Raccoon and now he's done this one. And Bbandz is like, what's Brasco?
No, I think actually, you know what? I think he has my best intentions because he gave me the best one. So I think he's looking out for your girl. Mm-hmm.
So, guys, listen. All I'm going to say is, Finn, we are at 2 hours 15. This is what I wanted to wait and say, guys. It's quite easy to spin up because we've got Michael in, AmanDAO, who hasn't said much. It's quite easy to spin up an unrecorded RAC FM, really quickly, right? Or I'll spin one up from the account or Bbandz or whoever, right? Finn, do we have to end this or what, bro? Just so the first one's professional and then you can, because you've got Nixon's track to put on the beginning, is that right? Have you got Nixon's track, yeah?
I mean, I've probably told you to send it to me about 8 times now. Let's make it 9 for the sake of being recorded now. Send it to me.
See, people are asking for
I will put it.
Robo.
Fuck, man, he's in the same group chat. He's asking me to run to Nixon and get it and then fucking send it to him. He's in the same group chat with Nixon. I don't believe it.
I'm not going to talk to that pleb. He's competition. He's a rapper. We got rap beef, dog. So unless you want bullets flying, you better go handle your biz.
Freaking West Coast, East Coast, or I don't know where he's from, the other guy, but
what happened to decentralization and cutting out the middleman? And what happened to that shit? Like, Finn, come on.
Yeah, we tried that and we all got rugged. So this is how we have to do it.
If SauceDAO doesn't come up with a good, like, caption, like in relation to like the community call or something, like I want to say SauceDAO now, because I'm not a pleb who has access, only the upper echelon have access to that account. I want to see some results on Brasco's meme, because that is a cracker and it's got history. After the Raccoons did this with Jake Hartnell, and like Brasco did the proper like blonde hair on Jake, which was fucking hilarious, man. The entire industry was dying. Brasco, you've pulled it off again, bro. That's an absolute classic. And even with Bbandz' eyes, I'm quite attracted there, Bbandz. I would.
yeah. Oh, you would? See, it's because I had the biggest one, right? It's because I got the biggest one. You're like, I don't want to deal with these other ones. Too small for
He's
me.
a power
right?
bottom. He would.
Well, she's a lot younger than me, you see, guys. So, I mean, you know, you take what you can.
Oh, a lot younger? Did you just say a lot younger?
Yeah, you are. You're a lot younger than me. So, you know, I take whatever I can at my age, Bbandz. Don't worry, Finn. Tank's got his hand up. Yeah, Tank.
Hey, guys, I got to run, but I just want to take a quick moment, if you guys don't mind. I'm being serious. I actually be on the lookout for something coming up on governance for Juno soon. But yeah, community game day. Gotta go, guys. Love you guys to death. Peace.
Wait, community game day now? Is that what he's saying? Like he's playing marbles right now? Oh, you slimy.
That makes sense now. 1,000 Juno. I get it now. We're so dumb.
that took you how long? That took you how long? I even said the word deposit.
I know. I'm an idiot. I know.
God. Good luck to Tank. You know, fortune favours the brave. Finn, though, I mean, you've been calling the shots on what we were supposed to do. We've had a good couple hours of banter. If you do want to end, because this will be the only recorded one, RAC, until next Friday. That's it, right? And we'll be snapping up gossip wherever and whenever we can. Everyone be aware of that. Finn, should we end it now? And I can get back on my own account and I'll spin up a new one.
I mean, that went exactly as I assumed it would go. So now we have some platforms to jump forward from. And I think you have some work to do. I think we all have some work to do. I have a lot of work to do. But yeah, I think other than just being more prepared, being on time, Juno Sauce SubDAO, fucking pleb. I think other than that, like it went great. Went exactly how I thought it would. I'm pleased with the outcome. And I'm definitely pleased with not having to edit 15 hours worth of nonsense, only, 2.5. So I think that's perfect.
Look, Finn, I was prepared. I just didn't help for you guys to get prepared now. But you did. I thought you and Bbandz, because obviously Gaines was, pretty immaterial today for the first time ever. I have to say, you and Bbandz, I mean, you reacted. If you didn't know, you were like, well, I don't know about this shit. Gives a look. You went and had a look, put some shit in the nest. We're talking, we're listening, we're reading. I mean, we've pulled it off. Next week, hopefully, if Bbandz can rejoin and if you can drag yourself out of bed again, Finn, and maybe this time Gaines might not be a pleb fucking stalker hiding in the shadows. We might just be able to up the game next week a little bit more.
It's like a mother bird letting her birdies fly. Sometimes you got to push them right out the nest, and sometimes they fly, sometimes they hit the ground. It's fine because you'll have more eggs. So I wanted to see how you would do on your own without me actually building a show structure. I didn't want to turn this into the Finn show. This is RAC FM. So now that
you were willing to build a structure for him?
Was he?
No,
that's awesome.
Don't say that.
No, listen, that's actually probably a good idea. Okay. Well, I'm sorry. Okay,
yeah, I was hoping he could do it on his own.
No, it's not. You know why? We are the yin to the bare bones of Web3 yang, and that's what Finn said the other day. Those guys have got the Monday show to bring in the week. Super organized, super professional, got everything lined up in the right order. Perfect example. And he's like, you Rax, on Friday, you just fucking run havoc. No fucking schedule, no planning, no fucking shit like that. Let's have the yin and the fucking yang Monday.
But you can have, but here's the thing though, but you can have a little bit, because if you're kind of like, if you want this a certain subject, you can let the people that are going to be in there, like we're going to specifically talk about these, 3 or 4 subjects at least. If we add in other stuff, cool, but then it'll kind of like, I don't know, maybe it's just to help me. Maybe that's what it is.
It's because we're organized, and I think that means something different where we live versus, we have to remember, we're a global show. So, other cultures may not have the same meaning for words that we have, and we have to understand that, and I'm okay with that.
Do you know what though, guys? I think with me, I never wanted, I was adamant not to lose the essence of what RAC FM has become, because for the culture, it's had its own culture, its own kind of regular listeners, blah blah. Same with RAC. Since we launched it, it's been the kind of a morning show for you guys out there, right? Not so much for Finn, but Eastern Standard Time, whatever, right? I don't want to lose the essence. We have to keep the rawness, but I think limiting the amount of speakers is the right thing to do. If anyone really wants to come up and say something, request or send a DM or whatever, right? But I think keeping a small room is going to help greatly. People, when they come in wanting to speak, put their hand up, we brought them straight in, yeah? I just think that, if we can take the chaos that we've been doing with RAC FM, we can keep that chaos Monday to Thursday, no problem, right, guys? It's going to be unrecorded. You can say what you want, right? There'll only be one RAC FM recorded every week, and we'll try and compress as much in as possible. Bbandz, by your Thursday night evening, by your Thursday morning, I'll send you some info about some of the talking points for the week, whatever, right? Whether that's Cosmos or Macro. But I think, guys, if we've got that first 45 minutes, something like that, what's going on globally that might impact us, what do people have to watch out for? That's not the traditional news you're going to get, right? The way we've talked tonight, yeah? The things that we listen to in the dark spaces, or, the dark DMs that some people get, right? If we can combine that with some Cosmos-based news, and especially focus on Juno over the Cosmos, I think we might be onto a winner, because we all bounce off each other really well, yeah? Go on, Finn. Are you going to speak, Finn? Amanda's got a hand up.
Yeah, I'd also like to just see a show once a week where we spend an hour just sorting out technical difficulties. I think that would be fun also, as a joke show.
Now, what kind of technical difficulties are you talking about? Just so I can understand.
Me again, is it? Is that me? Is he having a fucking go? Are you having a go, Finn, again? Bastards.
I've seen others do it. It works better in video for sure, but I think we could do an audio version of it, and I think it would be really funny.
I agree. I don't know what it is. I think audio is just so much better than a video, because you can go to the toilet and that, can't you?
Wait, what was... Okay, I came in late, but so this isn't a talk shit about Juno space, or is this we're talking, this is good talk about Juno, or
that was the first hour.
Okay, the first hour. Okay, got it. I missed it. I came here to talk shit about Juno, but I guess I missed the train.
Michael, don't hop back on the train. You know what? Listen, we'll back up the train, and then you can hop back on.
Oh yeah, okay. Hey, all good.
Guys,
I
thought we were ending this space, man.
We are. I'm going to end it now and start one on my normal account. Michael, jump in, Michael.
Thanks, Amanda.
Michael.
Sorry.
Yeah, let's wrap this up, guys.
Yeah, Michael, jump into the normal account. It will be unrecorded.
Yeah,
Michael,
don't worry. I want to hear this.
Yeah, I got you.
Michael,
I got you guys. I got
jump into Robo, and it'll be unrecorded. Say what you like, bro. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. For sure.
Marty, Brasco, Bruce, jump over to the unrecorded version, and then we can do what we normally do, right? Okay. I want to say thank you to our special guests, Racøøn and SauceDAO. I want to say thank you very much. I also want to say thank you very much to the regular pundits, Senor Finn and Madame Bbandz. I look forward to the recorded show next week. We'll get our shit Look at Gaines with a thumbs down. What's
Wow,
wrong?
he's seriously on the hater. You know, he's on the haterade right now because he didn't get to talk that much. So he went and he blew up the nest. So he felt like he was part of the conversation. Look at that shit. Gains. We see you, boo. We see you.
And personally, I would like to give 80% of my thanks to Racøøn and 20% of my thanks. Actually, sorry, scratch that. 10% of my thanks to Juno Sauce SubDAO, and the other 10 can go to Lil Gaines for keeping it classy. And this bitch.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, guys, listen, RAC FM official will be back next week, yeah? Friday, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Maul, thank you very much for your appearance, brother. Thank you so much, yeah? Yeah, he's busy. He's busy.
I'm still here, man. Thanks. I'm very happy to join in. Definitely going to be here next week. Love you,
Brilliant.
guys.
Thank
Okay,
you.
guys, we should end the space. You don't have to go home. You just have to go to Robo space.
I'm launching now. Take care, everyone. See you in a bit. Bye-bye.
Thanks for checking out another episode of The Ether. No, that was RAC FM. Official spaces in conjunction with the Juno Sauce SubDAO. Recorded on Friday, January 6th, 2023. For TerraSpaces.org, I'm Finn. Thanks for listening. If you want to keep listening, head on over to TerraSpaces.org/donate and show some support.
It's the RAC show coming from the RAC store. With this back in the Mac in the backflow. Let's go, chillin' with raccoons by the back door. Take calls so you can stake more. All I wanna do is making dough, right? But I found this crew and doing alright. We Racøøn, bitch, ready to fight. So many raccoons ready for the boss life. I might fly high like a kite, right? But always ready for a shite for the right price. Raccoon supply has the right price. Giving you respect if it's likewise. So I'm buying all the mean guys with the clean heart. Read between lies, laser beam through lean eyes. Larry or with clean lies, trash mouth, mean smile, be wise. NFT wise, fuck with these guys. It's the RAC rap from the back lab. 100 NFTs in my backpack. Crazy RAC rap from the stash app. Racøøn taking lead in this haystack. It's the RAC rap from the back lab. 100 NFTs in my backpack. Crazy RAC back from the stash app. Racøøn taking lead in this haystack. Blast that RAC rap from the stash app. Supplying the raccoons with a headbang rap. RAC gang with the Racøøn slang. Like a trash can, hoodie with fangs and a gold chain. It's either Racøøn or the red pill. Best chill while we get into the first meal. Best feel, best devs with the best skill. No shill, all real, secret is a great deal. Racøøn insane, Shane better stand fast. Robo shooting his tweets with straight facts. Knowledge from the street, with the best plan yet. Winston gotta eat if you retweet that. Free alpha live feed from the base camp. McKenna always ready if you dare that. Buying all raccoons for his rare stash. Trash panda biker gang, motherfucking hashtag. It's the RAC rap from the back lab. 100 NFTs in my backpack. Crazy RAC rap from the stash app. Racøøn taking lead in this haystack. It's the RAC rap from the back lab. 100 NFTs in my backpack. Crazy RAC back from the stash app. Racøøn taking lead in this haystack.